trying to get this background off from putting my own stuff up here. Hi, chat. You what is this? Hold on, y'all. Okay, there we go. Now let me see if I can get the chat on here. Hold on, y'all. Thank y'all for coming in. I'm trying to go full screen so I can see the chat. Show chat. Okay. In full screen mode, new private chat messages will appear in the corner. You can turn them off. Hello, everybody. If you're in here, can you say something so I can see if the chat is working? It's me and Latif tonight. I'm going to have to go on here like 10 times a day so I can figure this out. Let me know if you can hear me. Okay, where's the chat at? Show chat. It's showing 14 people here. Can you hear me? Maybe I should exit full screen to see the chat. Layout. Give me a minute, y'all. I cannot figure out how to go. I can't. Okay, I see comments. There we go. Okay. I found the comments, y'all. Hello, Roberta. Let me speak to everybody. Let me go up. Hello, Michaela Renee. I know that feeling so well. Also, the lights issue and the land still demands payment, not well. Okay, let me see. Good luck, Kimberly and husband. You welcome. Come on, husband. Good evening. Keep it moving. Lori, hello. Black on purpose. Roberta, thank you. Judy, hello. Renee, hello. Audrey, hello. Judy again, hello. Kaya, welcome. Audrey Brown, welcome. And Unique Child, thank you from Maryland. So, it's a lot going on. Wait till my husband get here. It's a lot going on, y'all. One, the blessing is we have lights. We still don't have water. We have lights. We have phone power. You know, every day we don't have lights, water, or phone service. So we now have lights. I'm trying to figure out how to put this on full screen and still see the chats, but because I don't know how to figure that out, and I don't want to waste y'all's time, we just gonna wait. And I'll figure that out another time. Hey, one Shell. Hello, one Ash. Okay, so one Shell. I do need you to be a moderator. I know you. You've been in my TikTok for a while. So I want you to kind of watch the moderators and see what they do. TT's on here. Kenny, Tisha, TT's on here. I don't see any moderators now, but when they do come on, kind of watch what they do and just kind of learn from that. Did did you everything you needed from the store? Heck no, Roberta. I had because I haven't been making money on TikTok really. So I had 1,200 CDs when I left, and 150 to 200 of that goes to the driver, depending on where I go. So by the time I ended up, let's say I had 800 CDs, I ended up spending 500 at one store, 400, I think 3 or 400 at the next store, and then I had to fill up the gas tank. So I actually ended up owing the driver. No, somehow I had some change in my purse, but I thought I was gonna owe the driver money. But I ended up having some money, some more money somewhere else. So, but no, I didn't get everything I wanted. What I do is go every week. Hopefully, to TikTok will be TikTok or YouTube, whatever will be a good week for me. And then every Wednesday I go. I usually add something. On Wednesdays, what I do is get my main food, my chicken, just my main things. And then I'll add something extra, like I bought the big mayonnaise today, or I'll buy a big large mustard. I'll buy like 6 jars of olives because I can eat olives all day. I do things like that, but I get my main foods first, and then I get extra stuff. Today, I didn't get my main food, which is chicken, because that store was closed. So I just kind of grabbed just stuff here and there. And then it's the fact that we don't have power. So I was only going to get like 1 or 2 packs of chicken anyway, because I can't afford to put food in this freezer and refrigerator, and we don't have lights 3-4 days and it's spoiled. Let me go back up. But thanks, Roberta, for asking. Thank you, Judy. It's a bad situation. The water is. Hey, Merriman. DC's in the house. We got 2 D's in the house, Detroit and DC. Thank you, Barbara. Hi, Kim. I finally caught a live. Hey, Jazzy Jazz. Oh, today's live was good. We went shopping. Today's live was good. We went shopping. We laughed. I had a few laughs in from the trolls, but I kind of have fun with them today. And it was some really good people on the live today. Husband, we're on live. So we came home to no water again. The landlord did send somebody out. We had to have our driver go get the person to come and fix the water. Day 4, no water. I told y'all I got in the shower yesterday with a little satchel of water, thinking I was gonna be able to soap up a little bit and rinse off with. Man, I'm telling you, that didn't work. I probably would have had to use 10 sachets of that water. Okay, those 2 stores are my friendly stores. Andy's and those 2 stores that you saw me go to, those people are very friendly. And usually the certain people in the KFC are really friendly. It's these people in the market. I'll show you the next time we go live. I didn't go in the market today, so y'all didn't get to see none of the nasty people. I was on that last live, speaking of husband. Okay. So we get here, there's no water. Since we have lived in this house, nothing has worked. Like, absolutely, from day one, nothing works. We have 3 bedrooms, we have 4 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms. We can only use, in this whole house, in this beautiful land, all we can use is 1 bedroom, the living room, and that's it. 1 bedroom with that bathroom. And in that bathroom, the sink doesn't work. The other bathrooms don't work. The water never fucking works. The kitchen doesn't work. I have spent money. I paid 24,000 CDs to move in here for 6 months just to get in here. Nothing was done. The house was dirty. That cost us 450 CDs to have the house cleaned. Y'all know I bought wood to build cabinets, doorknobs, cabinet knobs, paint, nails, all kind of stuff. And we have not, nothing works, period. Like the house is worth nothing. It's just a beautiful place. But living in here, nothing works. We got sockets that don't work, you know. And so after today, day 4, we do not have water. We have chosen, I have made a decision and talked to my husband that we're gonna leave and go back to the hotel where I was comfortable at. The hotel had everything I needed: king size bed, hot water, bathtub, air conditioning. It had everything but a kitchen. It did have a kitchen where I could leave the room and go into the building, but it had a little kitchen table in my room where I have my air fryer. So we're going to leave and go back there. This man is not going to just take our money and we live in here like shit and live like animals. Like I said, the land is beautiful, but what is the point? When we first moved in here, we didn't have water for a few days. None of the toilets, none of the bathrooms worked the first couple of days. So he feels like the man that came out here to fix the water pump to make that work, he said that we should pay the man. That ain't the first time. The electricity is messed up. He sent the electrician. He told us to pay the electrician. We're not going to do that, sir. This is not our house. We do not own this house, and we did not break anything in this house where we should have to pay and fix it. You already owe us money. I had to buy a whole lot for this door, pay them to take this door off, like I said before, and resize it and a whole bunch of stuff. We put too much money. Every money that I saved to take my flight to go home has been gone into this house. So we're going to talk about, it's an open discussion, whatever y'all want to talk about. The floor is open. Do you think the landlord refund? Well, what I'm going to do, no, they won't give you a dime back, but you should have checked that before you guys moved in. Hold on. First of all, Judy, let me tell you this. No disrespect to you, Judy, but I'm 61 years old. I have moved in and out of houses all my life. The last house I lived in, I stayed there 13 years before I came to Ghana. I know that you check houses before you move in them. We checked this house before we moved in it. But everybody know that has ever moved into a house that once you move into a house and you start using things, you get to see the certain things don't work. Before we moved into the house, she said she was going to have this, and that done. And she didn't. So because I had already given her half my money and I know damn well I wasn't going to get it back, I told my husband, let's leave the hotel. We got the keys. Let's pay these people and go on and move in, because I'm not paying another month at the hotel. I don't know, these people are total liars like the rest of the people here. Anyway, she promised everything would be done. Nothing was done. I know for a fact to check a house before. It's like going to buy a used car and you drive the car 2 damn blocks thinking, oh, the car works fine, the brake works good. And then you get home and you drive it 2 miles and the engine blow up. We know to check our cars and we know to check our houses before we move in them. So please, as adults, please don't say inconsiderate, stupid shit to me, because I don't have the mental capacity to handle that. No, you didn't ask a question. You made a statement. That was not a question. That was a statement. And it was something, you being a grown up, I'm assuming you're a grown up, Judy. You see, I'm a grown woman. That's a statement. Why would you make a statement like that to a grown woman? You should have checked the house before you moved in. You should have looked before you moved in. Why would you make a statement like that to a grown woman when I know damn well you have bought something or used something or driven something or moved into something, and once you owned it, a few days later, it wasn't what you thought it was. Okay, bye. See you later. No problem. Right. This ain't my first. The thing. Let me tell y'all a thing. She can get upset if she wants to, or she can be a grown woman and realize maybe I shouldn't have asked this grown. Maybe I should not have said that to this grown ass woman. Maybe you should have checked it before. Maybe you should have looked before. That's the same shit when people tell me, "Oh, you got a call from Miss Kimberly. You need to drink some tea and honey. You got high blood pressure. You shouldn't eat salt. Maybe you should go to the doctor." Come on, y'all. I'm an adult. I'm grown. I'm no different from y'all. People fuck me around and fuck me over and do shit to me. You don't know everything in the world. I don't know when I moved into this house that 5 of the plugs, 3 of them ain't gonna work till you start plugging shit in. We didn't come in here with a plug before we moved in and start checking plugs in the wall and doing all of that stuff. We didn't flush every toilet in the house. Matter of fact, the water wasn't running before we moved in the house. She said the water will be running by the day we moved in. The house had been empty. So I understood the water not being on. Yes, unfortunately, people are not honest and people get scammed all the time. Yes, people definitely get scammed all the time. And it ain't just in Ghana. We got slumlords in the US too, but every landlord I've had here was a slumlord. Everyone I've heard about is a slumlord. We had one landlord that was really good to us, and we only moved out of that house. We stayed in that house 10 days. We only moved out because the neighbors complained so fucking much about us smoking cigarettes. We in our own damn house. We can't smoke in the house because the lady next door said the smoke going through her walls. Even we can't smoke outside the house because this lady said the smoke coming through her bedroom window. Meanwhile, we close our store. We work from 7 in the morning to 11 p.m. We come home at 11 p.m., take a bucket shower because that house didn't have running water either. And we sit outside for about an hour. You can't deal with cigarette smoke for an hour. So after all the complaining, we just moved and got our money back. But what's going to happen here is I'm going to go to the hotel. I'm going to go back to the hotel. I'm going to go down to the Landlord Tenant Association and file a claim on him. He will be the first landlord that I file a claim on because I want every bit of my 24,000 CDs back. Why? Because we have lived in hell since day one. So you don't deserve to get to keep some of our money unless the judge says so. We have rainwater, but we don't use it to wash up for the we use all our rainwater. Before this, we had already used all the rainwater. We do use our rainwater when we need to bathe. Not this house, but everywhere we've ever lived. We use the rainwater for bathing, washing dishes, different things like that. There's a well back there, but when we looked in the well today, the well is dirty, it's leaves, and it don't look like nothing we would use. Right, Nicole. Ghana is lacking so much. Hello, Kim. We also live in Ghana, but like outside of the main cities by choice, Accra was too much like the States for us. Our water is always off. I chose to live outside of Accra because I don't want to live in the city. Accra is too much for me. It's too busy, too fast. But like I said, I've been here over 3 years. This water and light situation, back to back to back for what this day, 46 or 47. We've never experienced this. Yeah, they do one. They do have one. They do. I didn't want to have to go that route because I don't want to live in this house and have a problem with my landlord at the same time. It's like living next door to your neighbor. You and their kids have a fight, and now y'all got a court case. Y'all live next door to each other. You got to leave and see each other every day. I don't want to have a problem with my landlord. So I've been trying for the almost, if not 2 months that we've been here, to let him get this shit right, and he hasn't. So coming home after today, and we had to get the taxi to bring the electrician here to fix the electrical pump for the water, and then you tell us we got to pay for it? No. We're not going to do that. I'm not, that water is, Latif said he wouldn't, my husband is from Ghana. He looked in that water. He said he wouldn't even put that water on his skin. He wouldn't even put it on his skin. I guess there was a, I don't know, was it a long time ago where the worms were in the well water? Mm-hmm. He was saying a few years ago there was some kind of worms that was in the well water getting in people's skin, and you could see the worms crawling out your skin, and they would put a stick around the worm and wrap it and pull it out your skin. It's a lot. That was enough for me. Sorry to hear about that, about the health and your lights. Yeah, Roberta. Oh my God. We're not putting none of that well water on them. I mean, there was a lady living in Kumasi before I ever came to Ghana. No, I had come to Ghana. I think I was planning to come on our girl trip. And she had worms. She would get water out of her faucet and have to let it sit because it would be worms in her water. So she would have to let the water sit to somehow the worms ended up at the bottom of the water. And then she would take the water off the top and bathe in it. And I was like, and brush her teeth in it. There was no way I would have been able to do that. But she lived in Kumasi, and that was 2022, I think. Hello, Roxanne. We have a moderator in the room, which is Roxanne. Thanks for being here, Roxanne. All the water except rainwater have parasites. Pure water is okay. Yeah, but as long as you don't tell me that there's parasites and I don't get to see them, I'm okay. Roxanne, let me tell you something. I have seen worms in every shower in Ghana. Hotels, motels, Holiday Inns, houses, all of it. I have seen a worm in every single shower except one Africa shower, never had them. And I haven't seen one in this shower because I'm so terrified of the worms that I haven't stayed in this shower long enough to see when I get in. I'm telling y'all what I do. I get in, I wash up, I look straight ahead, I rinse the water off, I wash up again, look straight ahead, I rinse, I jump out as soon as I can. I don't look at the ground to see if no worms came. I don't want to ever see them because the minute I see a worm in these showers, I don't know what I'm gonna do. But if people don't put grout in the shower, in the tiles, the worms come up through the ground. This man finally told me how the worms are entering all of these showers. It's because they don't put grout in the showers. Thank you, Roxanne. Nah, still not clean enough. Could be unseen as Roberta. Yeah, use the bag drinking water. Yes, you have. You fallen in the yes. Can't have no. We ain't falling in those showers. First of all, I wear shoes in the shower. I've never gotten in no house I've lived in, no hotel. I've never gotten in the shower with no shoes on. You got something to say, husband? You over here huffing and buffing.
No, I'm just looking at the comments.
Any questions for Latif? Y'all know he don't get on camera a lot. Mama Africa is truly the Garden of Eden. Sojourner, Mama Africa is Mother Nature at its finest. Did you hear me? It is Mother Nature at its finest. It's something you can explain all day long to folks, but they won't get it until they live in Africa. Everything you're saying is real. You can't do your due diligence enough there. 7,000 CDs from me when I was ready paying and giving him freely as my assistant. He just lost a good friend. Hold on. 7,000 CDs from me when I was already paying and giving him freely as my assistant. He just lost a good friend. There must be two parts to this, but I understand what you're saying. When you already good to a person and then they have the nerve to take advantage of you. Wow, if I saw them, the first time I ever saw a worm in the shower, I told y'all was 2021 when I moved here. I was washing my hair and I looked down, washing my hair in cold water because most places don't have hot water. This house has hot water. This house has everything we need. It just don't nothing work. I'm washing my hair and I look down and there's worms in the shower. I run out the shower, butt naked, screaming, soap everywhere. Because the first thing I'm thinking, and I'm shaking my hair because I'm thinking the worms came out of the shower and now they're in my hair. Come to find out, they were coming up out the ground, and oh, it was a lot. I never went back in that shower again. Never, ever, ever. My husband had to get a big Rubbermaid bucket. I was standing there. He bring me buckets of water. I would wash, rinse, wash, rinse. That is how I took my shower. I never would go in that shower again. I couldn't do it. I wasn't used to no worms in the shower. So my husband said, "Oh, my wife. So in America, there's no worms in the shower." And I was like, "No, not that I've ever seen. No shopping for you." What? Let me see. No shopping today for you, huh, Latif? They talking to you. You didn't go shopping today.
Yeah, I didn't go.
They can't hear you. You have to speak up, husband.
But the microphone is there. You can hear me. Or you forget that we have a microphone.
Yawa is natural. Welcome. Latif always sound like he got a smart ass mouth. He don't. He just talk like that. Jazz. You never seen worms in the shower yet, Jazz? If you haven't, God bless you.
I don't have money, so I cannot go shopping.
She mean when we went shopping today earlier, you're normally with me.
Oh, that's why she's stressing about it.
Yeah. Oh my
I'm in the
God, I'm
I'm in the
traveling to
house.
the motherland this summer. You have me cringing.
I'm in the house.
I'm gonna tell you what you do. When you get to where you're going, look very close at the shower and make sure that they have grouted the tile. If it's cracks in that tile, we've seen this on the second floor in the hotel. Well, I don't know where the worms come from on the second floor. If ain't no grout in that tile, girl, get in, wash yourself up real quick. However many times you normally wash yourself and get out of there, and that's it. That's all. Oh, I had some good bucket water baths when I stayed in Aibi. Oh yeah, I done took. I had my husband had to teach me how to make a bucket bath. Take a bucket bath. I would have died if I seen worms. I just watched this person video of a person been taken out there. Hold on. Hold on. I just watched this person video of a person been taken out there. Well, if you're talking about the lady that was unalived, the water in my bath, the only bathroom that fully works is the bathroom in my bedroom, but the sink doesn't work. But when the sink comes on and a little bit of water comes out, it smells. Oh no, I'm not going to go to no other country in Africa. I know I've been to Africa several times, but never wanted to visit Ghana. But in the Gambia, I've never seen worms in the shower. That's possible that every country might be different, but I've seen them in pretty much every shower I've been in. You are so right about coming through the airport here in Ghana. Feels like I was at the cash register. When did you come through? When did you come through? I mean, it's like you just walking ATM machine, and they'll get right up on you like it's crazy. It's crazy. I'm in Ghana, West Africa. You see the person that I told you I think was on here scamming me? He ain't on here because he probably know now that I know what they was doing, that he's not on here unless he's under another name.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you just got here? You just got to the United States or Ghana? I watch quite a few content creators who try to help people solve problems. I can believe some of the situations come across those are horrific stories. Yeah, but I've been here, like I said, over 3 years, and I'm used to pretty much. I'm not. I'm old. I don't get disturbed by things as much as I used to, like the centipedes and millipedes. Like the centipede I saw that other night. Normally, I would have ran in the house, left TikTok, screamed, and locked the door. But I just kind of sat there and yelled for my husband because I've seen them now. I'm familiar with them. Oh, I just got on the channel. Oh, okay. No, I'm in Ghana, West Africa. I've been here since March 2021. Try to buy super chat 4 times, not working. I don't know how to buy. I don't know how to even do a super. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, I'm new to TikTok. I just recently found out about super chats and super stickers. Um, I don't even know how to tell you how to buy one. I don't know if you click it and buy it or how that works, but I appreciate you thinking about it. Um, what happened if you don't give them money in the airport? Nothing. It's your money. You don't have to give them nothing. They're just beggars. You don't have to give them nothing. Kim, there's nowhere else in Ghana you would live somewhere that has better with the water. No, Roberto, this just recently started. This has not been for 3 years. This just started a few months ago, but it got worse the last 45, probably 40, it's probably for the last 45, 46 days in a row, we have been out of water and lights. This hasn't been going on for 3 years. But I mean, the water, the water will go off for 3 years. It'll go off maybe once a month. The lights might go off once a week for 20 minutes or 30 minutes, something like that. This right here has become a problem. Like I said, I think we on day 46 or 47 with no lights and water. And when I say they go off 2, 3 times a day, the last 2 days, we didn't have no lights at water or phone service pretty much the whole 2 days. Out of 3 years you lived in Ghana, is this the worst it's been for power and water? This is the worst. This is definitely the worst. But like I said, Ghana owes whoever supplies Ghana with power. Ghana owes them a lot of money, and they said months ago if Ghana did not pay them, that they were going to cut the power. So now that's the situation. That's what we're believing the situation is, because they told Ghana back in April, May, June, somewhere around there, that if they didn't pay them their money, they was going to cut the power. It's very affordable living in Ghana. There's a lot of people living here off $1,000 a month. Hello, all. A great night. I'm meeting a friend. Okay, Roxanne, thanks for coming in, helping out. Yeah, the lights has been ridiculous. Kim, there's a $ at the end of the channel comments. Anybody can push. Okay, so apparently Barbara said there's a $ at the end of the chat, at the end of the comments, that anyone can push and donate a super chat. Let me see if okay, I see a $. No, that says do not disturb. Oh no, on my, you know what? On my phone, there's a $, because it almost let me, I guess on the phone, I can give my own self a super chat. I don't know if it's the whole Ghana. I only live in Elmina. I know I've heard in Accra, like Jazz is in Accra. There's a couple of people in Accra that has been out of water. I'm going to small area village in the area called Danu. I'm ready to get back to the East Legon. Yeah, I've never been to that. I've never been over there in that area. I don't know the Accra area at all. Hold on. That's nuts. Don't you all pay service there? Why aren't they paying for the grid? I don't know. This is something that happened. They probably been on these people for years. So I don't know. This probably was before my time in Ghana that they owe these people money. Right next to the smiley face. Oh, Barbara said next to the smiley face is a dollar sign to donate. I don't have a smiley face. Well, I probably wouldn't have it on my end. And then I'm not on YouTube. I'm on StreamYard. And it's different from the regular YouTube. What's your take on all the African migrants coming to the USA? Most of them young men. Do Americans have anything to worry about? I'm not. I haven't been in America. I don't know. I didn't know any African migrants were coming there. For one, all I've heard about was Mexicans going there. And do Americans have anything to worry about? I couldn't answer that question. Let me tell you why. One, I haven't heard anything about Africans going to America, and I've only heard about the Mexicans. Two, for you to ask me, I'm trying to answer your question. For you to ask me if there's anything to worry about, there's 54 countries on the continent of Africa, all different cultures, different religions, mostly different cultures, different tribes. People coming from Ghana are very peaceful people. Somalians are different. Ethiopians are different. Nigerians are different. People from Mali are different. So I don't know which Africans are coming there to whether they would be a problem or not a problem. So I can't answer that question. And when did they start going there? Okay, let's see. I know people who've been here 6 years, longer people are saying this is the worst, but it has been better from the last 4 weeks or so. Thank God. That's why I was like, oh my, when you said it was, yeah, it hasn't been like this for 3 years. What is your take on all the, I don't know what that word is. I don't even know if it's a typo. I wouldn't be surprised if it was China that is supplying the power. China is supplying the power to the, China is the people that they owe, apparently, allegedly. China is the people that they owe the money to. That has cut the power off. Oh, you say you see it, but it's not working. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm sorry, Nicole. I don't know what it is. I do have I mean, I have Cash App and Zelle and PayPal and other ways to donate, but I don't know. And there's no moderators on here that normally help out with that stuff. Yeah, like I said, all I've heard about was Mexicans. I haven't heard about any Africans migrating into the US. Kim, I'm happy to see you just the same. I do check to make sure you are okay there. I see you do acknowledge my messages too. Thank you, Sheila. Thanks for checking in with me. I appreciate that. I try to answer every question and every message. Sometimes I don't know who people are. People's names are different on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. People send me cash apps and Zelles, and they'll ask me, Miss Kim, did you get the money? And then I'll be like, what name was it? Or how much was it? Because the names don't match. So I have people on TikTok who have a different name on YouTube, and I don't know who people are. It's migrants coming from Africa and other places in the world. Yeah, see, I didn't know nothing about that, Jazzy, but as far as do the Americans have anything to worry about? I don't know. I mean, American got something. What if don't nobody migrate over there? American got a whole lot to worry about. They have a lot to worry about if not one person migrates over there. They come by the busload. That's how they did when they hit that southern border from Mexico. They came in by the busloads, and people were angry at Trump for the way he reacted. And I know, a lot of people don't like Trump, but I was there when that happened. Me and my son stood there. We would go there every day and just watch how they were building the walls. Like it was crazy. They weren't building the walls. They had like 6 protocols. They had like 6 different walls. And they would go there and look and see which wall would be the best wall. And we were looking at the walls like, this is crazy. I mean, to me, it was just crazy. But those people chose to come by the busloads and just bombard the border and expected the U.S. to take them and their children, whether they came with 1 child, 5 or 7 kids. They expected the U.S. to house them, feed them, bathe them, take care of their medicine, buy them formula, diapers, everything. And people got mad because the United States didn't know what to do with all these people. One, they came in illegally. That was the first thing. We ain't even gonna get into that because that's a long story. Now I heard about the Haitians. I did hear that the Haitians were coming. Even when I was in the U.S., they were coming. I don't think she's talking about the Africans, but they coming over for school. But none are coming in sloughs. I really don't know what the situation was. And yeah, I've heard that they're coming through New York. Nicole, I think it's my bank security, Bank of America. Oh, I don't know, because I know I have a credit union account. And like when I'm on TikTok and I buy coins, if I buy coins like 3 times in a row, they'll block my account, but they'll block it for security reasons, and I have to go through all kind of stuff. I do have a link tree. I think I have a link tree in my bio, and the link tree has anything, any way you want to donate. There's a link tree there, and I think it has Cash App, PayPal, Zelle, and those things. Since the Ukraine war, we have been coming over, moving them all over the United States and Buslow. Since the Ukraine war, we have been coming over, moving them all over the United States and the people coming from Ukraine to the U.S. Yeah, Barbara, I've seen that on the news. I've seen like something will come across my news feed and I'll see it. Can you have a prepaid meter? No, we don't have a prepaid meter. We're on just regular lights. We don't have a bill or nothing. But they just installed a prepaid meter, but I don't know if the landlord haven't finished it. The whole brand new prepaid meter was put up about 3 weeks ago, but I don't think they finished it. And he said the people have to bring us a prepaid card and that stuff, but it's not working yet. We don't use that yet. I believe the year of the return was because the president was different. The president was a different person. He meant well. I think for him the year of return was genuine because it was a time when so many Americans were being killed by white police officers. It was during that time when every time you turned on the news, another black person was shot and killed by a white police officer. And Ghana was sick and tired of it and wanted us to come home. Like, these people don't love y'all. Come home. No, you don't need a visa. You don't need nothing but your plane ticket and come home. We got free land for y'all. Just get out the United States of America. Then the presidency switched, and Ghana has not been the same since. Now it's just about our money. I think after him, the whole year return, y'all come home, come home, come home, was just about U.S. money. The electricity debt has accumulated years, to my understanding. The water tanks depend on electricity. So there's no water because electric isn't constant. Yeah, that's true. Everybody's water. Okay, our poly tank is even electric, but everybody's poly tank is not electric. Ours is electric, and whatever went out on it, the landlord feels like we should pay for it. Like we went out there and broke it. Like we went out there and opened up the little hole and opened up the other little hole where there's centipedes and shit at, and then opened up another little hole and broke it. I never heard about Africans, only Mexicans. No, I haven't heard. I know the Mexicans are coming, and there were some Haitians coming, but I thought when I was in the U.S., whatever was going on in Haiti, the U.S. said, if you can get to the U.S., we will accept you. You are welcome. Oh, Nicole sent me a super sticker. Thank you, Nicole. I'll be damned. You figured it out. That is so cute. Africans have been traveling to America for years, so that's a stupid question. What the hell Americans have to worry about? People just looking for a better life. Africans have been traveling to America for they have been traveling to America for years. I don't know. Look, I kind of brushed past the question because I don't know the answer. That's why I said America has got problems whether Africans come in or not. They got their own problems, but I haven't heard about no Africans rushing into America. How the fuck they get there? Did they cross the Atlantic Ocean? I mean, I don't know what part of Africa people coming from through land, sea, or air, but from Ghana, your ass can't get to the America. There's just not gonna happen. But there's 54 countries, so. But yeah, Ghanaians, Africans been coming into America forever. So I don't know, Van Dwan, what that person really meant. Jazz sent a super sticker or super chat. Okay, thank you so much, Jazz. Now let me tell y'all, I don't know the difference. I know Nicole sent a super sticker because it says super sticker. Jazz has a blue star and it's yellow. So maybe that's a super chat. I'm not sure. But thank you, Jazz. Well, Biden is allowing it. Let me tell y'all something about Biden. I'm finna miss some comments probably talking about Biden. People thought Trump was crazy and he didn't do nothing for us and blah, blah, blah. Trump was, I say this all the time, Trump was like that big brother that you call that's coming right now. And Biden is that big brother that ain't got no fucking backbone that's going to say, well, he slapped you, but what did you do? Did you do something to him? Are you sure? Well, just go put some cold water on your face and sit down. Don't worry about it. Maybe he won't slap you again. This is Biden. Biden has no backbone. I'm sorry for y'all that voted for him, but I didn't. I voted for Trump. I would have never voted. I mean, it was a lesser of two evils. And to me, Biden was, to me, Trump was the better person to vote for. He was the bigger big brother. Trump didn't need nobody's money. He wasn't afraid to speak. He wasn't afraid to talk. He was just like Trump was like an 8-year-old. Let me tell you something. Trump was like a 8-year-old only child with a lot of toys and can't nobody play with his toys type of kid. Trump didn't give a shit. Biden is a punk. I'm sorry, TikTok. This is for educational purposes only, YouTube, just in case I'm not allowed to say that word. I need my moderators on here because they keep me. Nicole. Okay, Nicole sent a super sticker now. Let me go. What? Okay. Thank y'all. This is fun. I mean, the super sticker has a butterfly, unless Nicole already has a butterfly. Oh, Nicole has a butterfly in her own name. Okay. I live in the US and there are no African migrants here. All I see on the news is Mexicans, Cubans, and Haitians. I don't think, Merriman, I don't think that there's Africans migrating into the United States. I only heard of Asians and Mexicans. And like I said, whatever year it was, 20 what Americans said, if you can get to America, we welcome you in. Absolutely. They've let busloads to sanctuary cities and are getting 5,000. This girl made a video saying that they getting $3,000 a month. She said they getting $3,000 a month, apartments, food, free medical. Hello, Mother Goose. Yeah, finally, Nicole. Thank you. Television, yes, it isn't the Africans. It was Mexicans from the border, and they were dropped off in several cities. People don't know nothing. They just get on here. You know what? Reading books, people get on here and just say anything. Yeah, it finally worked. Thank you. They were given cars and houses. Girl, please. And they think when I said I'm leaving Ghana for vacation, it is I have no intention to return to the US because like I said, I don't know what's happening in the US. I don't want to get over there and the borders closed and I'm stuck. So, we gonna take another route and visit somewhere else. Journey home, TV and news are not reporting the truth. Yet those parasites that you have to be careful. TV and thank you, Love C, for the super sticker. Thank you. I appreciate that. Reading, are you serious? I didn't know that. Not complaining about them, but it's in the Bible about how to treat strangers as we were once. I don't think anybody should mistreat them, but I don't agree with people just rushing into somebody else's home. I don't agree with you pushing my door down, coming into my home, and then while you're in my fucking home, my husband go and take his money and buy your ass a new car, and in a week put you in a new apartment. I have a problem with that. While our rent is due and we getting an eviction notice, we finna be on the streets. You go and get these immigrants that bust into our house and get them set straight. That's what that means to me. America said, F all these homeless people, F all these veterans that work for our country. Let them stay on the street. But these migrants who came in here and just rushed us, we don't know what to do with y'all. So we gonna find some money. We're gonna start pulling money off the tree. Y'all all start pulling money off the tree. So we're gonna put y'all in apartments. Here's a new car. Here's a credit card with $6,000 on it. God bless y'all. I don't agree with that part of it. Have you considered relocating? Have you considered relocating to France? I'm not a traveler, Kaya. I don't like to travel. I don't like strange places and unfamiliar territory. That's why when I travel to and from Ghana, every time I go home, I take the same flight. I leave here, I go to DC for 2 hours, and from DC, I'm in LA. Same thing coming back. They have cheaper tickets where I can go to London for 6 hours, Turkey for 8 hours, Amsterdam for 4 hours. I don't like all of that stuff. But no, I would the only place I will go is from here to the continent of America, which means I will go from here back to the USA or from here to Mexico. I won't go anywhere else. If your husband ever wanted to visit. It's very diverse, lots of opportunities, and the visa is very strong if your husband ever wanted to visit the US with you. No, we don't have no intentions on going to the US. I mean, maybe one day, but that's not at the top of our list at all, none whatsoever. Those parasites get in your system. My friend tells me they have to deworm themselves. Yeah, I've been dewormed twice. Um, I was dewormed. I was dewormed when I got here. I wasn't here 2 weeks, and I was feeling weak and sick, and just I didn't know I had malaria, but I was feeling really weak and sick. They took a malaria test. It wasn't malaria. Eventually, they found out it was, but I tested negative for malaria. So the man said, "When was the last time you dewormed? You took a dewormer?" And I said, "A dewormer? You mean the last? You mean my dog?" Because I knew he wasn't talking about when was the last time I dewormed myself. And I said, my dog. But in my mind, I'm thinking, I don't have a dog. He doesn't even know I have a dog. Like, what is he talking about? And he said, no, Kimberly, when's the last time you took a dewormer? And I said, I've never taken a dewormer. I've never heard of it. I've never heard of it before in my life. I never. The answer is never. I've never dewormed myself, ever. So he gave me one. He said, do not look in the toilet, Kimberly. You might vomit. You might have diarrhea. Do not look in the toilet. He said, promise me you will not look in the toilet. If you vomit on the ground, don't look at your vomit. I took the pill. It didn't do nothing. I didn't vomit. I must didn't have worms. I didn't have diarrhea. I didn't vomit. Nothing weird happened. Would you consider yourself a Pan-African, a Black nationalist, or just a Black American woman? I'm a Black American woman. Roberta, yes, if you asking about the houses and cars, plus they get a check, all that entails a person not to work. Exactly, exactly, reading. Descendant Lair, thank you for the super sticker. Appreciate that. Y'all on fire up in here. I think it's an invasion. Yeah, I mean it is. Africans are coming through New York illegally. They coming through Central America. They can, yeah. I just never heard of it. They probably are. God bless them because hey, amen. Thank God they made it because every damn body else is coming through there. Everybody else seemed to be making their way across that border. Thank God some of the Africans made it. Maybe let's see if they give them some houses and cars. Okay, we have the meter. It works out okay. I like the meter. I like the meter because you control what you use. I like the meter because if me and my husband want to put, let's say, $20 on our meter. If it run out, it runs out. Who cares? Nobody calls us. Nobody threatens our lives. Nobody threatens our credit report. Nothing. If we want to put $100 on our meter, when $100 runs out, 100 CDs runs out. It runs out. It's not a big deal. You go put some more money on your card. It's over. It's nothing. You'll get no 24-hour shut off notice. Nothing. Oh, I'm sure. Unique child. I think a lot of people are. Yes, to me, it's a waste to do super chats just because a percentage is taken. Better to use Cash App. You know, people say that a lot on TikTok that they rather it's people on TikTok that send me straight Zelles and Cash Apps because they don't believe in, they because they know TikTok gets a part of the money. But some people enjoy the fun of giving gifts. Like on TikTok, if somebody sends me a lion, the lion would jump on the screen and rah, he roars, he's really beautiful. Sometimes some people just like the gifts. Like I like the gifts. I like giving gifts. I like giving gifts. So because I like this, not only do they make people happy when I give them gifts, they make me happy. I could send them a cash app too, but when I'm on TikTok and somebody sends me a lion or a train or a flower and it's moving around, those gifts, they make me happy. They just they make my day. But I mean, to each his own. To the people that are giving, you know, hold on a second. This might be something important, y'all. This is one of my moderators. Oh, this is one of my moderators, and this is the lady that to give me the number to the Landlord Tenant Association. Okay, what I really don't want y'all to do, yes, Jazzy, I heard bloggers complain about that all the time. What up, though, Shay Pink? The thing is this. Don't worry about it, Nicole. However you choose to give, I appreciate it. What I don't want people to do is get on here and make comments that discourage people from giving. Um, this is my platform, and I appreciate all gifts, all tips, all and what on TikTok or YouTube. I like the gifts, cash apps, whatever it takes. But I don't want people to come on here and start discouraging people from giving because this is my platform, this is my income, this is my life, and I spend a lot of time on YouTube. Like even after this live ends, I will go look at this entire live, and if it's some part I don't want in it, I'll take it out. I do a lot of editing to different videos. Let people give, let them give. It's good that they know, but they don't. 10 people don't have to say it. I don't know the percentage. Like somebody told me that TikTok gets 90% of my money. And nowhere could I find that to be true. I was watching the gifts that I was giving and winning in the battles. I was getting over 300 a week in TikTok money, over 300 US dollars a week battling. And paying attention to the gifts and how much they cost, and that didn't add up. That TikTok was taking 90% of my money. That was just not true at all. Y'all have any questions for Latif? Because he's just sitting here.
I'm watching.
You just watching. You got something to say, husband?
Oh, I don't have nothing. It's good. The life is good.
The live is good.
Mm-hmm.
What you feel about the lights?
Oh, don't mind these people.
Okay, DJT. Don't mind these people.
We don't have time for them again. If they want, they should carry Ghana away.
Can you talk to the people while I go smoke a cigarette?
No, they know your voice. I mean, I don't know what to say.
Somebody asked Latif a question so he can start talking. So I can go take a break. What you do is you see right here is the touch screen. You can touch it and pull up and see the comments. A little help is okay, but it's too much. Only thing that American people got was a stimulus check twice, and that was a lot of homeless people. I understand reading. I understand reading books. I sent Cash App. Is this what? Hold Hold on, Nicole. Hold on. Nicole, you sent a cash app. Now, I kid you not, my daughter Nicole just messaged me. A cash app came from somebody. I don't know who. Um, we only been here 8 months from the US. We make our best here. I could not think to go back. Um, I tried to make my best here too, Journey. I've been, like I said, I've been here over 3 years, and I fell in love with Ghana. I really, really did. I met my husband the second time I came. I knew him the first time I came. He was a part of the staff of the hotel he worked at where I lived. So I knew all the workers, but we started to talk the second time I came back. We started to get to know each other. I fell in love with the land. But like I said, this I've been here since April. This is the first time I've stayed 1 year. And these last 6 months have been really, really hard with the lights going on and off, on and off, on and off, on and off. But these last almost 2 months has been ridiculous. I mean, absolutely ridiculous. Thank you, Nicole. Obama went to a vet hospital that was infested with roaches. That problem should have been taken care of. Reading books. Let me tell you a story. Y'all can say what y'all want to say. I lived in a duplex, and my no, I'm not even gonna tell that story because the person could be on here. I'm not gonna go there because I found out that all kind of people. I was about to tell the story about myself that came from a house I was connected to, but I'm gonna let that go because I can't tell that story. Hopefully it works because last time 3 days it didn't work. Oh, know what happens, Nicole? If y'all send a cash app, the only thing I don't have access to is my cash app because once you cross the water, you can't use cash app. You can if you already have it. But once I got here, about a month later, I had to reset my phone. Once I reset my phone, my VPN wasn't on yet. So Cash App knew I was not here. And so for the last year, my daughter runs my Cash App. So what happens is you'll send a Cash App and it'll say pending, 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 pending until she wakes up or until she goes to my Cash App and cashes it out. It'll say pending.
Now Chinese people too are coming.
She said, yeah, Sheila, she said Chinese people are coming too. Are they coming? I mean, they've been coming. Are they bombarding or
Like the church people making noise.
that's the church people? Latif, Latif always, whenever the church people are singing, Latif is a Muslim. I'm a Muslim. Whenever the church people are singing, he always say that's. I'm sorry, y'all. Forgive me, God. He always said the church people are making noise. That's the church people making noise again. You know they be singing and playing drums and doing all kind of stuff, and Latif ain't down with all of that. He don't understand how you can yell and scream at God and get what you want. Like how do you yell and scream at God for 3 hours and jump and scream and fall out and think God is going to give you what you're asking him for? So that's his take on that. Yeah, Majestic. I love the gifts. I love the TikTok gifts. My favorite, one of my favorites is the train. I like Corgi, the dog. I like I just like so many of them. I love the animated gifts. I really, really do. If I wasn't getting much from super chats, if I wasn't getting much from super chats, would prefer the app. I don't understand reading books. YouTube pays with your monthly pay after taking a percentage. YouTube pays. Oh, I'm sure YouTube gets their percentage. I get that, but the thing with YouTube is they allow me a platform to teach. They allow me a platform to entertain. They allow me a platform to show the continent of Africa, well, to show Ghana. They offer me this platform. So they pay me. If y'all don't give me a penny, YouTube still pays me for videos and for people advertising on my videos. And they pay me more if y'all like take the time and watch. Like some people watch the video. So even without super chats and super stickers, YouTube pays me. I love the super stickers because to me, the super stickers and the super chats is y'all personally saying thank you. It's like giving me a tip. It's like you knocking on my door saying thank you, Miss Kimberly here. That's what the super chick stickers and the super chats and the TikTok gifts mean to me. It's like y'all saying thank you, I love you, I appreciate you. But I know they get a percentage, but at the same time, without them offering me this platform, I would get no money. Period. I don't like all these unnecessary dings and stuff, y'all. All this stuff on my phone is gonna come off. X, which is Elon Musk's new Twitter, all this. I don't use Twitter. I don't use Twitter and Facebook for nothing but to share my stuff. Cause I tell you, Facebook paid me, I think $23 over a 3-month period. I don't even know, so I don't fool with them. Unfortunately, the Africans made it to the U.S. How you get up and smoke and I can't? You gotta sit here and talk to the people so I can smoke a cigarette.
The English is your English. I don't.
They got the same. You gonna understand their English? Yes, they is. What they gonna understand? Y'all gonna get it together.
The English.
It ain't right. You get to have a drink. You get to pour wine in a glass, smoke your weed, and have a cigarette. All I get is coffee and a cigarette.
Where's wine?
So, well, I don't know. I just said wine because I couldn't think of nothing else. Unfortunately, the Africans made it to the U.S. to the USA, say they are experiencing racial discrimination, something they are unfamiliar with coming from homogenous countries. They getting a wake-up call. Okay, I don't know what countries they're coming from on the continent. And a lot of them probably don't get to see TV to see what we go through. And I don't wish discrimination on nobody. But I'm not shocked that they treating them different. I'm not shocked that they're feeling discrimination. I bet you they're not going to put no food stamp card in their hand. I bet you they're not going to get them no, which they have, but that was for the Blood Diamond War when they came and rescued them back in 2003 or 4. But on the other hand, I am over here and I'm only speaking of Ghana and Gambia because I know people in Ghana and Gambia. I feel discriminated against. I never thought I would come to Africa and feel like people treated me different. And they don't treat me different because of my skin color, because they can't, because my skin ain't a different color. Now, they have called me white because a lot of them think that we are white Americans. They think all Americans are white. They have called me white. The lady asked my husband, why did you marry a white American if you scared of air conditioning? And I said, what about me looks white? No, I said, what did you say? Because she didn't say it in English. And her and my husband started laughing. And I said, what did you say? Because it just felt wrong. The laugh didn't feel right. So in English, my husband said, she asked me if I'm scared of the air. No, she said, oh, I asked your husband if he's scared of air conditioning. Why did he marry a white American? I said, what about me looks white to you? Like, why do you think I'm a white American? My hair, this hair clearly ain't white. It ain't even straight. My skin is not white. My voice ain't not white. And she looked shocked. She looked like she looked like she knew she had offended me. Oh, dang it, y'all. The phone, the oh yeah, we in trouble. My battery finna go dead and our plugs don't work in this house. Like the only plug that work is over there. Unbelievable. I don't even know if the outside plug works. This is ridiculous. Let me see how much battery time I got left. 8%. This is crazy. Well, I'm gonna tell y'all something. The super chats and super stickers y'all sent me, because we are going to leave here and go to the hotel. Um, Probably I'm packing my stuff tonight. We're gonna leave here tomorrow, and so whatever next month TikTok, YouTube pays me, that will help me pay for that. Um, yeah, we out of here. We're gonna leave here because, like I said, plugs don't work, sinks don't work, toilets don't work. How can you flush your fucking toilet if you don't have running water? Imagine that. We can't flush the toilet. Not only can we not bathe our bodies, we can't flush the toilets. We can't just wash our hands. We using water, bags of water that we're paying for to wash our hands and brush our teeth. And it's just not right. It's not cool. Y'all give me a minute. Okay, babe. I found the way, y'all. It's stretched all the way over here. Um, yeah, it's not okay. It's not okay that he left us another night. Okay, if you sent the cash app, Nicole, it came. A cash app did just come. My daughter just cashed it out. If that was you, thank you. I appreciate it. Um, See, Cash App, Zelles, and PayPal's I can use now. I can use right now. I don't have to wait on PayPal to pay me on no certain date. I mean YouTube. But let me get back to the hotel. Because even though I can smoke on YouTube, I'm too ashamed to smoke on YouTube. My husband better hurry up because I need a cigarette. Um, None of this is right. I know $24,000, 24,000 CDs for 6 months is not a lot in the US, but that's a lot of money in Ghana. And for us to pay him that money and do nothing and have us living in shit is wrong. For you to leave us 4 days with no water is wrong. Not 4 days. We've been living without water on and off since we've been here. This time the water has stayed off. That's not the city. That's this man's problem here. Miss Kim, you are funny. Yeah, I didn't hear that to Africa. I don't feel welcome over here. This doesn't feel like home to me, but I happen to love here. I was gonna say like I've never been. Who thought you would come to Africa and get discriminated against? Like really? Because we've been taught all our lives that this is where we come from just to get here. And I'm convinced that I'm not from here. I am totally and completely convinced that I came from somewhere else. As far as those DNA tests go, I've never taken a DNA test. Thank you, Nicole. I've never taken one of those DNA tests because I don't care about them. No matter what it says, I'm black. American. I don't care where I go in the world, I'm going to be looked at as black, whether I'm from Nigeria, Kenya, Mali, Maui, Niger. Uh, it doesn't matter, Tanzania. It doesn't matter what country, where I come from, what my history is, where my ancestors came from. That test can say that I am white. It can say that I'm 90% white, Caucasian, European. I'm still black, no matter where I go. So I don't care where they say I came from. I don't care where they say my ancestors came from, because honestly, I don't believe shit y'all say. If you see that I'm an African American or whatever, I don't even know if you got to put on there if you're black or white on the applications. I've never seen one. You're going to tell me that I came from Africa somewhere. Maybe 1% of y'all, they said you came from the Caribbeans or somewhere else. No, I'm not spending no money on that. I won't do it. I'm black. That's all. And then I get over here and I find out the truth, like I'm not African. After y'all told me all of my life I was, I'm not African. I'm not. I know it, I'm not. What is your favorite food? My favorite thing to eat, other than pizza, is chicken wing flats. Chicken wing flats, honey barbecue, regular chicken wing flats, southern fried chicken wing flats. I love chicken wing flats. I love grits, cheese grits, butter grits, extra cheese, extra butter, shrimp and grits. I love grits, and I love chicken wing flats. That's what I love. What happens with the retirement money in the U.S.? I don't qualify for whatever the old people get until I'm 60. When I turn 62, I'm 61, so I don't get no U.S. money. You get it. You can legally get Social Security and SSI. You can legally get your money here. And I read about it last year, and then I spoke on the phone with Social Security about it, and I believe you can get it. You can get it up unless you can continue to get it until you become a citizen. I think if you become a Ghanaian citizen, you cannot get it. But even if you become a citizen of Ghana, there is still a loophole. The lady explained to me there's still a loophole that will allow you to get your money even if you become a Ghanaian citizen, which I have no intentions on putting my name on a birth certificate of a mother that I didn't come from. So I don't have any interest in becoming a Ghanaian citizen, at least not at this time. Hello. Have Latif traveled to different countries before? No, he hasn't. He's only been to Ghana. Only Ghana. Be safe and take care of you. Thank you, Journey Home. Thanks for coming in. I know we probably been on here too long, huh? What time is it? Well, we've been over here. We've been here. Yeah, we've been on here longer than. Thank you, Nicole. Alhamdulillah. You know what, Nicole? I can't say that either. I told my husband that I don't care about religion. And after this Ramadan, that I was going to denounce Islam. But not like that. It's not about Islam or Christianity. It's just that I don't. Let me tell you what happened. Coming from the US, being a Muslim, seeing how Muslims live in different countries, Egypt, Saudi Arabia, wherever they live at, coming to Ghana and watching how Muslims live in Ghana. I never knew that even in Islam, there's different cultures, like different doctrines. Like Christians, can believe the same Bible, and you go to churches and they got different rules. You can't chew gum, you can't wear a dress. This church lets you wear dresses. This church you can't show your arms, and this church you can. Coming to Ghana, being a Muslim just was different for me. Um, they have different beliefs that I've never heard of. They have rules that I've never heard of. They have things that they do that's not in the Quran that they believe are true because somebody told them. And so I said after Ramadan was over that I was just gonna, you know, just back up from being a Muslim. I already don't practice the religion because I don't like religion. I've seen too much about religion. I love God, I believe in God, and I have a good relationship with God. Um, I don't always get on the ground and knock my head. I don't do it. I don't always have a prayer rug because I try to tell my husband, you don't need a prayer rug to reach God. You don't have to knock your head to reach God. Okay? You don't need, none of this stuff has anything to do with God. Like, this is all religion. That's my opinion. That's what I know. This is all religion. While my husband's knocking his head, I'm in the room. No, I mean, I get on the rug and, do my proper prayers as well sometimes. But usually while he's out here, he prays outside on the mat. When he's praying, I'm in the room sitting down on the bed comfortably praying and talking to God. I'm connecting with God just like my husband is, but he feels because he's taught that he has to knock his head and do this and just all kind of stuff that has nothing to do with God. And I know we shouldn't get into religion and politics, but I just wanted to say that just because my sister said Alhamdulillah, that's all. The book of Psalms reads, dance and sing like David. They are probably getting what they want, and that's why they are praising and worshiping God. Yeah, but that's the Bible. No. I understand why they're praising and worshiping God and singing. My husband is not familiar with that. So I was explaining that that's what he thinks. I mean, and they do make noise. They made noise to 4:30 in the morning. They played drums and sang and praised and worshiped and fell out to 4 in the morning in a residential neighborhood with a school across the street. Now I get that you also should have some reverence for other people and respect for other people. You should know, first of all, wasn't all that praise and worship until 4 o'clock in the morning? That was y'all keeping them drums going, pulling the spirit out of people that ain't really there. You just gonna pull it out of them. It's there, but it's so far down in their toes that you got to play drums to 4 o'clock in the morning to get it up out of there. Meanwhile, you making us suffer because these people ain't right with God, because God is down in their toes and not really up here. So you got to feel the need to play drums for 17 hours to work the spirit on up and out of them. I didn't agree with that. I couldn't sleep that night because they played drums to 4:30 in the morning. Yeah, I can, but it just feels weird. My Zelle is, I don't know how to type here, y'all. Oh, this one I can type on. What? No, I can't type here. Can I? Hold on, y'all. Shit. Oh, it's the phone I can't type on. I keep getting Kimberly Levy at gmail.com. Okay, this is my Zelle. The person that just asked for my Zelle is Kimberly Levy at gmail.com. I just pinned it right now. I mean, I didn't pin it, I just clicked it on here. Some people need the economic course and how marketing works. Many tend to want all their money and don't want to pay fees. You got to pay some fees. What do you mean, Queen Mother? I must have missed a comment. think you can smoke on TikTok, y'all. It just feels weird. Rely on God only. No people, no religion can guide me to any place. Thank you. I can't say your name. Ez I don't have a religion. I believe that it's about how you treat yourself and others. Um, I just think you just need to have a connection with God. You just need to have time for God, have time for the universe, respect Mother Nature. That's all you need is to respect yourself and this earth and the people around you. Don't cut down unnecessary trees. Don't kill unnecessary bugs. I know some of them need to be killed, but treat the land right. Sit down and talk to God. You might not know what to say. You don't have to have the right clothes on. You don't have to be clean. My husband will not pray until he takes a shower. Am I lying, Latif? Every prayer during Ramadan, before prayer, my husband took a whole shower. Ablution, he jumped in a whole shower and got out and did ablution.
They say cleanliness is what?
Cleanliness is close to godliness. Something so, like that.
No, it's not something like that. It's what is written.
Yeah.
So it's not. It's good for you to go near to your creator. You have to look clean. You don't have to be smelling and then you be standing talking to God. No, but it's not fun.
But it's holy. True, husband. But you take 5. What do we have? 5 prayers.
And
during Ramadan.
Yeah, 5 every.
You take a shower before every prayer. You don't just do ablution.
I know, but I know you have to know yourself before worshiping. You can't just go and be worshiping wrongly. Know yourself.
Thank you, Barbara.
Your body cannot be sweating, and then you just stand up. You take your shirt that you wear is sweat, and then you feel stinks in it and what. You take it and wear and just go and be, no. It's not you yourself. You know the spirit is the God. What your spirit doesn't like, that's the same thing God doesn't like.
Excuse me, y'all. Latif's talking now, so just excuse me. I'm gonna stand right here, husband. If you need me, I'm right here. Finish talking.
Yeah, I am. I'm talking. So it's not the matter of.
But do you believe that you can reach God without knocking your head?
I believe that, but to knocking your head doesn't mean that if you didn't knock your head doesn't mean that God will not accept your prayer. But it's kind of respect.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of respect to your creator, respect to God. You know, why do you respect your father and your mother, and then you can't really respect the creator? You will not respect God.
You have to move this and see comments.
Yeah, I'm seeing it. Hey, Madam Miriam, how are you? Religious Muslimity is something which is cleanliness. It needs cleanliness. So if you are not clean, you can't be a Muslim. Don't pretend, or you cannot just pretend to be a Muslim and you don't know the rules.
Is that a comment?
No.
Oh, you're talking.
No, I'm just talking.
I mean, there's Muslims.
Yes, Barbara, welcome.
There's Muslims that do not. For instance, I'm a Muslim. I don't take a shower before every prayer.
No.
I just do my ablution.
No, you were about to say something. There are Muslims who doesn't take a shower or who doesn't make ablution before.
But the reason I stopped that is because that's different. Some people don't have water to shower or places to shower. So for those things, God has to forgive them, because what are they going to do?
God have to forgive them, but if they know it in mind that I own prayers, When 3 days, 2 days you didn't get a shower, or you couldn't shower a day, and you pray, and you know your body is not neatly, your body is not hygienic, you have to stop the praying. You have to be neat, and then you recover that prayers. You can't just be saying, oh, because I don't have water, so let me find something to, you know, without cleaning yourself, and then you start praying. It's not fine, because you have to go and clean your private parts, your mouth, your teeth, so that you take everything, the bad things in your body, and then you are clean. That's why some people decided to be taking a shower straight. He go to boo boo and come, and then and be what? No, 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 no. He have to take, after boo boo, you take a shower, then you are neat, then you make ablution, then you start praying. Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
That's the way. Hello, Mariam Jonas. There's no comment.
Okay.
So to be a Muslim is good, and it's a long way to follow. So if you have patience, you can follow. You don't have no problem. You
That's
don't have
true.
no problem.
Okay.
You are free. But if only you cannot follow the instructions, that one you get a problem with whatever you are doing.
Any
Yeah,
question?
I pray 5 times a day, every day. 5 times a day. Melonia, madam. Roberta. Yes, I have sisters. Madam Roberta, I have more sisters. Child 6'8". Yes, thank you very much. Unique. Child 68. Goodness, cleanliness is what?
Next to godliness.
Cleanness is next to godliness. If you are not clean, I'm not sure you can hear God. That one, 100 years to come. Even the prophets, Abraham, the prophets that has been passed and gone, all of them were clean. Have you ever heard a prophet who was uncleanable, or who was so disrespectful, and then not following the instruction of the commandments of what God? Even the 10 commandments, they have raised. There is a rules following it, and the rules is what you have to what follow the instructions. Hey, Madam Nico, thanks for joining us, Madam Nico.
She been there.
I saw her.
She sent us super chat, super money.
Madam Nico, I've seen you a very long time for your
Chats.
super chat that you have been sending us. I'm just sitting down looking at you. Thank you very much. May Allah bless you. Alhamdulillah, huh? So me, amen, amen, amen. So me, I always feel like for me to knock my head down, I have to be clean. I have to take a shower and make my ablution, and then my everything is clean. My shirt, my zalabia is clean that I wear, and then I pray to God. That's all. I know that even if you are clean and you talk to God, you know that, oh, God has already accepted your prayer. Yes. You reversed 5 years ago, Madam Nico.
So she went from Christianity to Muslim.
Yes. Congratulations. 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 You are good. That is the right thing that you did. Because the whole world, I can boastfully knock my chest and say, without Muslimity in this world, there's nothing which is truly.
I don't go into that because it's gonna be a Christian Muslim fight on there.
What is it? A Christianity uh, if I'm not mistaken, Muslimity after Christianity, or after Muslimity, there is Christianity, and after Christianity, there is Muslimity. So we always believe in the two religious, system that we know. So if you are a Muslim, Alhamdulillah. If you're a Christian too, Alhamdulillah, because we worship the same God, but only the slight differences between the two what
Thank you, Cora, for the
two
super
books that we
sticker.
are learning.
Cora just sent a super sticker.
Uh, Cara Brown, thank you very much, madam, for the super stick. Cara Brown.
Thank you, Kyra. I appreciate that. So here in Ghana, what I've learned is um, one thing that
Thanks, Madam Nico.
she said in the Israelites.
Mm,
One thing, when you go through the dungeon where they kept the slaves, where they kept our ancestors, they were not slaves yet, but where they kept them in the dungeon. Okay, where they kept them in the dungeon.
Cara Brown,
The
thank
one
you.
part of the story we
You look
don't know
nice.
is why they had the church on the fourth floor.
Thanks very much, Cara Brown. Melania, Madame Melania. Nicole, that's the name of my daughter. When I saw the name, I thought that's my daughter's name.
Melanie, hold on, Melanie. Hold on. Just give me a second, y'all. Do you see that number? Don't say it, but do you see it?
Yeah.
That's what Melanie just sent us.
Mm.
Melanie. Subhanallah. Melanie.
Madame Nicole.
Melanie. Thank you so much. When I tell you, y'all know I get really emotional on here, but listen to me.
Madame Nicole, thank you very much for. We'll be here waiting for you.
When I tell y'all, God shows up. I mean, God shows up when you need him to show up. I just told y'all that we're leaving this house, going back to the hotel. We don't really have the money to do it, right? The super stickers I will get when I will get the super stickers and the super chats when
Thanks very much, Madame.
when YouTube pays me, I will get your super stickers and super chats. I appreciate them. When y'all send Zelles and PayPals and Cash Apps, I get them right now. But because we haven't had water for 4 days and I'm tired of this landlord, we're going to the hotel tomorrow. I didn't really have the money to go to the hotel. But the lady was willing, she's really nice. She was willing to wait on my check next week. But the Cash Apps and the Zelle I just got from Melanie and the few Cash Apps I just got, I now can comfortably leave here and go stay at that hotel. I mean, comfortably. I can take my refrigerator because they have a refrigerator, but it's small. I can take my refrigerator, put it there because she said I could. Just because y'all so generous on here. And I appreciate you a lot. You know, I mean, I don't know what to say. I just appreciate you a lot. I really, really do. And I know when people send money, it's because God touched their heart in some kind of way.
Miriam.
When people send me boxes in the mail with U.S. food in it, that means a lot to me. I am comfortably going to pack my things tonight and leave here and go to the hotel tomorrow. And then I'm going to go to the rental assistance and file a claim against this man. But I can do it comfortably now. And I don't know what y'all don't know how much $10 and $5 turns into over almost 60 CDs in Ghana. $100 turns into almost 1,023 CDs in Ghana. So I do appreciate every gift that y'all send. I really do.
Melanin or what?
It's in my I'll type it, but it's in my link tree. Everything's in my link tree. I'm happy because I want to walk out of here. I want to let him know that you can't do this to me and my husband. You think we want to be hot and sweaty and dirty for 4 days? You think we want to keep taking our money to go buy water to just wash our hands and brush our teeth with because we can't bathe with them little bags of water? Nah. That's my confirmation to go, that it's okay for me to get out of here. It really is. It's my confirmation. You want me to pay? No. Hold on, y'all. Whew. The Cash App is the Sacred Return. And I'm proud that I'm learning stuff on here, y'all. I'm really proud. I get really emotional when people do nice things for me. When you've been the giver and the helper and the lover and the co-dependent, you are the caretaker, and then you finally get blessed with people. You know, God strategically places people in your life to help you. It's amazing. It's amazing. It means victory of the people, Nicole. Thank you, Nicole. Thank you, Miriam, for thanking Melanie. Thank you, Miriam. Thank you, Miriam. Thank all of y'all. I really do. Thank everybody. I really, really do. Kim, I'm sensitive to God sends blessing. He really does. He really, really does. And I'm so grateful to be able to, like I said, I was walking out of here tomorrow regardless, but I'm grateful that I can comfortably walk out of here tomorrow and just be gone. And when he finds out we're gone, I know him and I know he's going to be shamed. He's going to be shamed that we left. He's going to be shamed that people know that we left. You got good people that moved in here. We're quiet, we're peaceful, we're clean, we're very respectful people. And you just refuse to do right by us. You want us to pay for your raggedy house? That just makes no sense to me. Respond to her because you speak Arabic. I don't.
Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah, Nico. Alhamdulillah.
I'm sorry, y'all. I don't.
I saw the
Kim is everywhere in Ghana, experiencing the water and electricity. Or is it only? We're all experiencing the lights. We're experiencing the water off because when the lights go off, our water is pumped through an electric pump. And so when the lights go off, the electric pump goes off. Now the electric pump is broken and he wants us to pay for it. Like we went in there and broke it and we didn't. So it's ridiculous. My parents are from Ghana. Accra is the water running there. I've never been. I was planning. I don't know anything about Accra. I know the lights are going on and off in Accra. I do know that.
Madam Nicole, alhamdulillah wa barakatuh. Alhamdulillah. Mashallah. Mashallah. We appreciate.
He just He is just wicked, a greedy man. Who are you talking about, Elisa? Is a wicked, greedy man. Now you're probably gonna like Accra. Accra is a big. It's the capital of Ghana. It's a big city. It has everything. McDonald. I'm sorry. It has Burger King, Pizza Hut, a big, beautiful mall. It has everything. To be in a country and you're having a hard time and people taking advantage, I know what it feels like firsthand, and to receive help is truly a blessing. It is, Miriam. How do you know firsthand? Where were you? I'm wondering if the hotels get get affected. I lived in the hotel. I lived at the resort um for 2 months, but that was a couple years ago. Like I said, they do get affected, but this is new. This is new. This is not the norm. The 3 years I've been here, I'd say in Accra for 6 months. Went to 4 malls. Yeah, Accra has everything. Are there casinos? I haven't seen a casino.
There are a lot of casinos in Accra.
A casino's in Accra
A lot of it.
where you make money? No,
Oh,
slot machines.
a lot of games. If you go to Accra, you even Chinese game centers, you cannot even count them. It's located around Tema area. Tema.
Oh, I don't know. I don't go up.
Thousands of casinos are in Accra. Every game you can play and make money is in Accra.
Really? See, I stay away from Accra. I only go there to get on the airport and get off.
You get a lot of casinos. Chinese people they bring the casinos in Accra.
Do they have sports betting?
Everything. Ghana's
Oh, okay, Miriam.
Ghana games. What is it? Casinos is what people apart from scam.
Exactly, Queen. Just live like you intend to. No.
Apart from that way, the work they are
Feel
doing.
frustration. Exactly, Queen. Just leave like you intend to. I know you probably feel frustrated, and sometimes it feels like we have to start over again, and it's tiring. God has bigger plans for you. Just watch. Thank you, Hidden Secrets with D. I appreciate that.
Madam Nico, she said she went to
To
Tema.
Tema. Nicole said
That means
Tema is nice. I went there too.
She know Ghana well. Or she said she went there. She went U.S. United with his husband, right? And they are staying there 3 months. She's the one who's saying that.
All I wanted when I came, I'm a roller skater. I go to adult night. My recreation is adult night roller skating. You go roller skating on Sunday night. Ain't nobody there but grown people. They be high, drunk, having fun, doing their own thing. Everybody's skating. Everybody's having fun. There's no little kids there. That was my entertainment, was adult night roller skating. And I love skating backwards more than anything. I love when they call backwards skating and they put a nice slow jam on. That's what I love. So I bring my roller skates here because I don't go nowhere without my roller skates ever. Like right, baby. And get to Ghana and there's no roller skating. People are rollerblading outside and that kind of stuff, but I've never skated outside a day in my life. Not even as a child have I ever I realized when I got to Ghana, I have never roller skated outside in my life. I grew up in Detroit. We bowled and we roller skated. And outside of that, I was an athlete. I ran track. I was on the gymnastics team. I did everything. I was a whole full athlete. But got here and there was no skating. And I was like, what? Like, I've never been nowhere in the world where there's not a skating rink. And I've traveled back and forth 5 times. And this last time I left my skates at home, I was just like, what's the point in bringing them? Because I don't check my skates. I take them on the plane with me. My skates is not something I put in your hand. I keep them with me like a diamond ring. Like, I don't want you to lose my luggage with my skates in them or none of that, because You got it. I have to get some new skate boots and break them in, and get some new wheels and break the new wheels in, and it's a whole bunch of stuff I don't want to do. But yeah, that was the only thing I wanted from Ghana. Really, was a skating rink.
There are a lot of betting in Ghana here.
I'd
Sports.
never get on a roller coaster in Ghana. If I went, I'd probably never make it back. I wouldn't. I've been on a roller coaster. I grew up in Detroit, so we had Bablo Island and we had Cedar Point. I never seen Six Flags. I never seen Six Flags flying over Georgia, or I never seen the Six Flags fly over nowhere. I only knew Great America in San Jose, Bablo in Cedar Point, Bablo in Detroit, and Cedar Point in Ohio. I got on a roller coaster one time, and it was our eighth grade graduation. Our senior trip was to go to the amusement park, and these boys talked us into getting on the roller coaster. That was my first and last time almost dying on an amusement park ride. That was it. They didn't have to ever put me on one again. The landlord should fix the water pump right away instead of telling you to fix it. You pay rent. You would think, Elisa, that that's how it would work, but he feels like no, 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 no. This has been going on since we moved in this house. Not just the water pump, but the electrician came. He wanted us to pay for the electrician. It's been a lot. It's been a lot. It's been a lot that we have paid for, and I won't pay nothing, not another thing. Now they're advertising, if you or someone you know has gambling problems, go to Gamblers Anonymous. Exactly. I've seen that. I've seen it on TV. I've gone into doctors' offices, and they got little. You know how they said if you want to go join a teen group or LBGT group, or you need some type of women's group, they got the same thing. If you need gambling, if you have a gambling problem, here's a card for Gambling Anonymous. Off the line TV 124. And a roller coaster. No, no. I'm not a thrill seeker. I'm not jumping out of airplane. I'm not. I mean, I did go feed the crocodiles, and I was gonna reach down and rub them and take pictures with them and all that. But as y'all can see on the video, I was trying to bait him out the water with the food. I was trying to give him food to come out. His name is Hussein. His wife's name is, I don't remember anyway. Hussein has a lot of wives. The male alligator. No, the male crocodile's name is Hussein here in Ghana, and he has a lot of wives. I just don't remember their names. One wife he was chasing around, and she was running from him, and the other wife was in another pond because, according to the tour guide, the other wife was pissed off at him. So the other crocodile stayed in another pond. But they normally come out and walk amongst the people, and you can take pictures with them, and you can rub them and sit on them and all kind of stuff like that. But the day I went, they wouldn't come out the water, so I was trying to bait them out the water with chicken. They give you chicken, the crocodile came all the way up to the surface, but he didn't want to come out. And the man said that they didn't want to come out because it was mating season, so to just come back another day. And so now the driver, Blacko said they're out now, they're just out walking around. You can
Ghana have everything. Ghana have basketball, and then it has basketball and a lot of games, but it cannot be compared to America.
You mean like sports?
Sport. She said Ghana have a football, basketball, what they call it,
basketball league. Does Ghana have a basketball league?
We had
American football.
We have hockey field. We have what I say, basketball, tennis ball. We got a lot of games in Accra.
Somebody knew about Bablo? That's how I visited Canada on the Bablo. Yeah, Bablo Island was in Canada. Somebody else said something about their sister fell off a roller coaster or something. I can't find it. I've been to Bablo when I visited my grandfather in Chicago one summer. I flipped over my sister coming down the giant sliding board. Girl, that giant slide at you should have went to the one at Belle Isle in Detroit. That one right there. Ghana is soccer lovers. Like they live and breathe soccer. They probably do have basketball. She's asking, do you have a basketball team?
Oh, we have everything.
Y'all have Ghana has a basketball team?
Yeah.
They don't be on TV.
No, they don't have it a serious team, but just trainees. Their own team, like they play
like neighborhoods and schools.
Yeah,
okay. They don't have professional.
No.
They have is soccer. They live and breathe soccer. Like they live and breathe soccer.
It's not like the football match we are having. No.
I got all the money. I have a lot of relatives that played when they came here, but do they play back there? I got all the money. What you mean you got all the money? Me, DC. Nicole, I'll pick you up in my cyber truck and I'll take you shopping. Oh, okay. Off the line. You in Ghana? Oh, she wants a man with money. And you're telling her you got money. Okay. Thank you, Grace. Grace sent, I don't know what, Grace, are you in the UK? Enjoy your time at the hotel. You won't have to worry about inconveniences. This should be a loss of the landlord. Thank you so much, Grace. Thank Grace. She just sent us a super sticker.
Madam Grace, thank you very much, Grace P.
Thank you, Grace. I appreciate that so much.
Oh, Jamaican, they are best in soccer.
That Belle Isle slide was unique child. Are you from Detroit? That Belle, I used to look my whole childhood up until from the first time I got on the giant slide for 25 cents till I was about 21. Every time I got on that giant slide, I thought that first hump was gonna tip me right over the edge. It's that first hump that I just always thought it was gonna tip me over the edge. I just did, and it never did my whole life until they closed it and reopened it, and it was all over the news. I didn't say I want to amount with money. I was referring to him saying there's a lot of women in the casino. Thank you, Barbara, for thanking Grace. I appreciate that. Money doesn't move me. I'm saplosexual. What the heck is that, Nicole? Saplosexual? Grace is in the UK. One that just gave us a super sticker. Thank you, Grace.
Thank you, Madam Grace from UK. It's like Nicole, they're talking to each other. Either somebody.
Her Nicole and Off the Line is talking to each other. I want to know what saplosexual is. I think Nicole made that up. Is that in the Quran?
No, I don't know the meaning of the word. If it is in Quran, but I don't know the meaning.
I'm just teasing Nicole. Look at this dress. It's great. It did tip you over. Did you fall off the slide into the ground? Hey, Janae, welcome. You came almost at the end. I'm almost about to end this live. I've been on here. This is going. This live will not get edited, and it's gonna take about, this live will probably be uploading until tomorrow, but that's okay.
Of the line is laughing. Oh,
Unique child is laughing. Off the line, I don't know if off the line is laughing because I can't see that emoji. I'm into brains intelligence. Okay, 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 okay. I didn't know if that was in the Quran or the Bible or something. Do they sell python soup in restaurants over there?
no, they eat it in their homes. They don't sell outside to people.
Janine, did you say that because you saw Latif eating it on TikTok or YouTube? Hey, Subtle Soul, welcome. Dang, Barbara, was you okay? You paid 25 cents to hurt yourself. Ain't that crazy what we do? Oh, off the chain is laughing. That is his laughing emoji.
Mm.
Would you date a homeless man with brains and intelligence? I don't know who you're asking, but I have thought about that many times in my life, and I have been asked that question has been asked to people before. I have met homeless people who are very intelligent, and they just ended up in a situation. Now, me personally, I would say it's very possible. If I meet a homeless guy and we click and blah 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 and whatever, I probably would. I mean, he maybe all he needs is that little help. Because let me tell you something about homeless people. They have family. They're not all on drugs. They're not all mentally ill. Now, being homeless will turn you mentally ill, but they're not. I don't know who the heck is sending this stuff, but thank y'all so much. I appreciate y'all so much. Hold that, Vicky Top. Hold on. Sometimes these homeless people don't want to go to their families because their families are so judgmental. They're hard to live with. They don't want to go to homeless shelters because homeless shelters treat you like homeless people. They treat you down. They talk down on you. They got all these rules and regulations. And so a lot of homeless people feel more comfortable sleeping out on the streets where they're free. They're cold, they're in the rain, but their spirits are free. And sometimes all they need is somebody to come along that God sent to them to pick them up and raise them up and let them know you a man, you still a man. Let's talk this. I mean, however it goes, my answer is yes. Vicky says, sorry jumping in talking about being clean before God. What if I find myself in a situation where it would take me about another 24 hours to find water, like in a desert, for instance? Okay, this is what we talked about. She's saying that what if she's in a situation where she can't find water? It's time for her to pray, but she's in a desert. There's no water. She can't find water. That's what I was telling my husband. Some people cannot get to water. That doesn't mean God doesn't hear our prayers, but my husband is telling us what he's been taught as a child. My husband's father was a chief imam all his life. My husband was born, bred, beaten, and fed and spooned Islam. He wasn't necessarily taught much about God, I don't think, but they instilled Islam in him. So that's what he believes. That's why he's saying what he says. So she's asking you, what if she can't, it's time to pray and she can't get to water?
That is why I'm saying good Muslims, they will never pray without making ablution. And then if you know yourself, you are like yourself, you are not neat, you are not clean. If you make it, that means it's onto you. You know that you are not clean, then you are making prayers, and you know that, oh, these prayers I'm making, I know that I'm not clean. a situation whereby you find yourself and then there is no water. She talk or he talk about those part of desert area. Let me say you are in a dangerous situation, but not whereby you be in the home like the way we are in the home like this. There's no water, there's nothing, and all of a sudden you just like, for example, you go 2 days or 3 days without cleaning yourself, without bathing yourself. So you are not neat. You cannot. No, you are not neat. You can't pray to God whereby you are not neat. The desert side and those side that you cannot find water. Those side is what we see. We see it to be like you are in a dangerous situation whereby you cannot do what, you can't get water, and then to pray to make to worship God. Everything is about cleanness, and the cleanness is what, due to water situation. If you got water, then you will be clean. But if you don't have water with you, how will you be clean and you pray to God? No, 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 no. You can't, you can't, you can't, you can't, you can't. The desert side, those ones I see it to be like it's emergency way, and you shouldn't is it the call you get?
Yeah, just keep talking.
So I see he or she, who the person who asked the question, you are right, but how or how
In a desert and she can't clean herself, what is she supposed to do? It's
you
time for her to pray.
you can't clean yourself, no, that you have to leave it at the moment. You can't clean yourself, no, but you are not going to stay at the desert forever. You were going to some place and you passed through the desert. You were going to your destination or something. You were going to some place that you passed through the desert. So for us, you reach home, no. When you reach home, the one you couldn't pray, we have azafar. And so make sure that you be clean before you pay those, the one that you owned. Uh-huh. Is it black for you?
Yeah. I'm calling them.
Let me go ahead and
It's already 9 something.
let me end the flick that they have everything. I'm not calling
Okay.
you for you to see.
Calm down, husband. You're on fire.
Why you always? I'm on live, but why you always disturbing? What you like?
First of all, husband,
You are.
it's 9:30.
So it's you can skip.
I'm gonna respond to her as soon as I
You,
finish. Hold on.
you can skip the praying, and then when you reach home, then you do what? Then you pray the one you owned and refix it. But you can't just tell me because of you are on the desert or you are in a place that you cannot get water. Okay, how are you going to pray if you didn't make ablution, you didn't wash your private part, you didn't wash, the word they say cleanness is to godliness, or what they say, no?
Next time.
Next to godliness. So if you didn't clean yourself, and then you know that God to know that, oh, this time around my servant is in emergency or like this like that, God know that you are in you are in that emergency, no? God know that you own the praying. So wherever you reach home or you reach place that you get water, then you pay it back.
She's saying is smoking cigarettes contradictory to being. I'm gonna get back to the desert situation. Is smoking is smoking cigarettes contradictory to being a good Muslim? Anything that hurts the temple of God, according to the Bible, um, you are to treat the temple of God like God and take care of it. But that's in Islam, that's in Christianity, that's in any religion. So just like Christians, Muslims are not perfect. That
Muslims are not what?
We're not perfect. Muslims drink beer, they drink liquor, they're whores, they're sluts, they have babies out of wedlock. They have, of course, they have multiple.
Nobody.
Listen, I'm responding to a question the way I want to respond to it. We're not perfect. We are definitely not perfect. So whether it's contradictory to being in a Muslim or not, it probably is. But we're human. We have habits. We live in the world. We have stress, and we have things that pacify us, like our thumbs. And people drink liquor, smoke cigarettes, they smoke weed, they use crack and coke, and they do all kinds of stuff. I have learned being in for instance, in the U.S., I live in a Muslim community, and my Muslim brothers is hood. They all carry guns because they legal in the U.S. They smoke weed. They pray 5 times a day. They at Juma on Fridays. It's just like Christians. It's just like Christians who do whatever they want to do all week, but then they go to church on Sunday and they best looking, trying to outdress. They got the biggest hats on. The mothers' hats are so big you can't see. You can't see because their hats are so big, and they got flowers on top of their hats. And then you got the men that's got the sharpest shoes on. They got they got pimped out suits with the Gucci boots and all that stuff.
Madam, what is it?
And so, yeah, none of us are perfect, whether it's contradictory or not. Probably, I'm sure it is, but none of us are perfect. Latif, my husband is a devout Muslim and I'm Christian. Some people say it will become a problem in our marriage. We love and respect each other and our faith beliefs. What are your thoughts? Okay, her husband is Muslim. She's Christian. Do you think that will affect their marriage? I think that's kind of what she's saying.
No, it's not going to affect their marriage. That one is even bringing them together more than everything, because
thank you, Majestic.
When two couples are in a different religions, it brings blessing and happiness to God in a such a way that, so far as you the Muslim or you the Christian, you understand the man, or you the Christian, you understand the Muslim, and you people come together, it's even good. It's even good more than it's good more than everything, because
okay, come on, baby, go.
The reason why I say that is put there. The reason why I'm saying that is good, a man can be a Muslim and marry a Christian woman, and then they are living together with peaceful marriage and happiness, and then the woman can see how his husband is. Sometimes your husband religion self can even let you, the woman, as a Christian, you become a Muslim too, and you, the woman, too, your religion, the sweetness of your religion can let the husband to become a Christian, because love goes with two partners, and love goes with what? Understanding. So if you, the wife, you could understand your husband as a Muslim, and then you change your mind to become a Muslim too, God bless. God is even happy about that. And you, the Muslim to the woman, the man to you understand your woman, and then you become a Christian. That one too, God is happy. So if both of you are in a different religions and you become together, it's too blessed. And I'm happy to hear that, because a lot of people have been meeting together, just like a Muslim and a Christian, a Muslim and a Christian. And then to me, now we have been seeing a lot of Christians are coming onto Muslims, are turning onto Muslims, are making tuba and be calling different names to become a Muslim. So, madam, you are too good to be with your husband, and it's good. There's no any problem about it.
As a Sunni Muslim married to a Christian woman over 30 years, I can attest marriage to people of the book is not an issue. Best regards. Thank you, Eugene. Yes, Kim, you ain't never lied about some hood Muslims. that even hustle in DC. We got I have seen it. That's why I said coming to Ghana, the Muslims are completely different. Our chief imam's whole entire family are hood. Okay. His oldest son is the biggest weed man in Fresno. He got weed called God's Gift, Train Wreck, all these different type of weeds. And he pray 5 times a day. He loves God. He's at Juma. His father was 43 who passed away. That man was the closest. I mean, I almost thought he was God. He was such a noble, humble man, but he chose as a young, in high school, no, his early 20s, he chose Islam over the streets, right? And he was great at it. Oh God, he was great at it. My husband wanted to meet him so bad. He blessed our marriage from the U.S. He had a FaceTime meeting with the mom here and blessed our marriage. And forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, had he chose the streets, he could have been a savage in the streets, and he would have been good at it, just like his family. But yeah, the Muslims in my community are hood, but they are real Muslims. They're Muslims. They believe in God. They believe in Allah. They do their religious part of it, and they know God and they believe in God. But they live where they live. They have to live how they live, and they have to get down. It's like going to Detroit. When you go to Detroit, you cool, but you have to know how to move in Detroit. You have to know how to, when you go to a certain place, you have to know how to move. So they know how to move in their community. They know how they have to live. They know they know it ain't safe for them to leave, Muslim or not. They know it's not safe for them to leave home without a gun on them. They know it's not safe. I know when I'm in Fresno, California, that I know I have to have I don't think you can say that word on here. I know I have to have my pew pew on me always. Always. I may never have to use it, but I know I have to have it on me. It is the best thing for me and my safety. And if I feel that you're a threat to me, I'm going to use it, and I'm going to explain it to the judge later. You hear me? Because I have a right. I took a test. You gave this to me. You said I legally qualified, right? I paid for it. It's mine. If you pose a threat to my life or somebody close to me, I have the right also to use it. So yeah, our Muslims is different. But I wanted to tell a story, and I told it before. Latif, you gone? Husband. Okay, let me lock the gate. Hold on, y'all. Let me lock my gate. Hold on, y'all. I'm coming. I told this story just last night. There's a liquor store in our area, and everybody hangs out at the store. And I was up there. I went up there, like I don't know if I went to get chips, some hot Cheetos or whatever, cigarettes, I don't know. But I went up there. This dude is blasting his music. He's selling his weed. I mean, he blasting music like it's a party, because this is what he do. When I tell you prayer time came, he shut that music off, pulled out his prayer mat, and started his prayers. I didn't see him do ablution. He could have, I don't know, I didn't see that part. But to see the people look at him who wasn't familiar with him, that was the amazing sight right there. To see people look at him, because dude was like, hey man, I can't, I'm just gonna say this. Hey man, I came to get a 50 sack from you. He was like, man, don't you see I'm about to pray? Don't you see I'm about to pray? And the people's expressions was priceless. To see this weed selling, music blasting hood dude stop everything to pull out his prayer mat and pray. It was a beautiful sight. I always wanted to know how God felt about man and woman creating a personal religion and then practicing it like tribalism, but God has not answered that question for me yet. I remember when I was working in Kenya, I would see a few girls during the day wearing the hijabs and at night see them in the club selling coochie. That really opened my eyes about Islam for some. Yes, I believe you. Weed is legal and lucrative now. Well, you know, it's legal in California. It's like legal. You can, it's totally legal. You don't have to put it away with the police, none of that. You don't have to respect them and put your blunt out, none of that. They will ask you to, and you can, or you. It's not a big deal. um, yeah, coming over here, what I've learned is, like I said, the Muslims over here are no different from Muslims anywhere else. They smoke, they drink, they're whores, they have babies out of wedlock, they cheat with married men, they do everything people around the world do, except they hide it. They hide what they do. They go behind bushes and smoke. You'll have a Muslim woman and you never know she smoke unless you creep up on her or you just accidentally see it or smell it. You'll never know that they're doing this stuff because they hide. The US is a little different. We're more open with what we do. It's like we can't hide from God. So why would I hide from my neighbor? Now, I do respect people. I won't light up a cigarette in front of the imam. I just won't do that. It's certain people I will not smoke in front of. I would not smoke in front of my mother to the day I last saw her, except my mother would force me to come in the house and smoke because she always thought in Detroit, if I smoked outside, somebody was going to steal me off her front porch. Like when I would go visit, I would put on my robe and make my hot cup of coffee and go sit out in the snow with my hot cup of coffee on her porch. And she would say, "No, Kim, just come in the house and smoke." And I say, "Mama, I'm not smoking in your house. You don't smoke." And I like to be out with and see the snow. But when I really realized that my mother was afraid for me to sit outside, I just went ahead and went in her bathroom and cracked the window and smoked in her bathroom because it made her feel more comfortable. But yeah, she thought somebody was going to steal me every time I went on her porch and smoked if it was nighttime. So, what my husband was saying as far as being dirty, you have to understand my husband was taught, okay, not my husband. In Ghana, people are taught things that are not true. They are colonized still to this day. The Africans have become the colonizers. I see it. I've been here 3 years. I've been around many people. The elders have become the colonizers. They treat these young people just like the white people treated the ancestors and treat us. It's sad to see it. It's sad to hear them call it. It's sad that the little children have to call their teachers master. It's just a sad situation that they cherish the white man over here. They cherish the white man. They think the white man will save their life and get them to heaven. A lot of them, not all of them, but a lot of them that I've been around, they cherish the white man. And it's sad to see because now back, I was saying something about Christianity. In Ghana, Ghanaians believe, the ones I've spoken with personally, like I said, I don't speak for everybody. I'm speaking for people who I've spoken to and their beliefs and elders. They believe that um, the white people created Christianity. Before Christianity, they had their own lowercase gods that they did not worship, but they honored and went to for advice. They still worshiped God, but Christianity, but then the white people brought in Christianity, this religion. They were told, according to them, that they were told that if they walk down the street to go to church and see a white man, that they can turn around and go home because once you see a white man, you have seen God, and there's no need for you to go to church seeking God. Now I'm telling you what I've learned going through these dungeons 5, 3, 4, 5 times. So I've taken TikTok through the Cape Coast and the Elmina dungeon twice, and then I've been through it once, when I first came to Ghana. And this is a story that they tell us. The interesting part about being in the dungeons is it is a whole entire castle. It's the Elmina Castle, and there's the Cape Coast Castle. And if you on here, you've been to Ghana, you know what I'm talking about. In the castle, which we call the dungeon now, in the castle, the church is and I think in the Portuguese I think the one in Elmina was owned by the Portuguese. I could be wrong, but let's say it was owned by the Portuguese. The church is on the 4th floor. Directly under the 4th floor in this dark dungeon, it's directly under the church. Why they put our ancestors and the dungeon directly under the church, we don't know. No tour guide has been able to answer that question. While they were on the 4th floor praying to God, we had ancestors in that dungeon packed like sardines, living in their blood, feces, urine, afterbirth, menstrual blood, sweat, tears, dead bodies, infected bodies, sick people. They lived like that, directly under the church. While these people were upstairs praying to God, our ancestors were down there praying as well, whose prayers got answered. So it made me coming over here made me second guess. I'm just going to tell, it made me second guess. Did we all serve the same God? And if we did, how? Did we? They threw our ancestors into the Atlantic Ocean alive. If they fought back, if they didn't want to be great, if whatever they did, if they got sick and died, dead or alive, their resting place is this Atlantic Ocean. And so if we serve the same God, how? Like I said, if this is your father, white man, and this is our father, Africans, we're all your children. How did you sit and watch? How did you sit and watch one set of your children grape and beat and starve another set of your children? How did you do that as a father? You're the father of all of us. How did you watch white men take the manhood of black men in front of their wives if you're the father of all of us? So I have questions, and I've talked to God. God knows how I feel, and He knows that I have these questions. Legal in Maryland too. Hell, the smell is coming through my door now from my neighbors. I think I'm catching a contact while drinking my red wine. I don't smoke weed or drink wine. I wish I was a weed. God did not make me a weed smoker, y'all. I'm telling y'all, I tried it at 15. I tried it one time. I had surgery, and my son said, because they gave me Vicodin for the first time, or Norco. I think it was Vicodin. I had never had one, and it had me sleeping all day. So I wouldn't take them. But I was in a lot of pain. So my son said, "Ma, I know you're not gonna like this, but you need to smoke some weed." And I'm like, anyway, I did smoke the weed. And when I tell y'all, I told this story before, I felt like I was sitting in a chair like this. When I finally came out of it, I said, "Jason, was you gonna let me sit in this chair all day? Like you was gonna let me sit here all day?" He's just laughed. He said, "Ma, you only been sitting there like 10 minutes." But it felt like that was it for me. It felt like I had been in that damn chair all day. I just know weed ain't for me. Well, according to the Africans, they didn't know nothing about Christianity. Christianity was brought to them. They knew nothing about Christianity. You said I'm a weed smoker. It's subtle soul. It's the truth. So I know I'm not. I know I'm not a weed smoker at all. If I was a weed smoker, y'all, in 2000, I came here in 2021. I had anxiety. Always had anxiety in the U.S. It's a lot going on. I wasn't taking Xanax. I was taking shit. I can't think of the name of the anxiety medicine. But if I had weed, y'all, let me show y'all. And I had an issue. This is what I think weed smokers are. I think they hit that weed. They know they got problems and they don't give a damn. They know they got problems, but they don't give a damn. They don't need Xanax. They don't need. Damn, what was that anxiety pill I was on? I can't think of the name of it. It started with an A. It was for itching and anxiety, so I can't think of the name of it. But that's how I think weed smokers are. I think they're people with problems, and once they smoke that weed, they don't give a shit. The bills are due. Really? Okay. The lights got cut off. Today or yesterday. That's how I think. So of course I wish I smoked weed. Ativan. I think that's what it was. Thank you, Tavani. It was Ativan. I believe that's exactly what it was. Because it was Ativan and Adderall, and I kept getting them confused. I kept calling the one I smoked. See how bad I want to smoke weed. I kept calling the pill I wanted to take. Like when I would go get it refilled, I would get the names confused. So yeah, that's what I was on for anxiety until I came to Ghana and didn't need it no more. I took Ambien for sleep. Ambien didn't work for me. I took Ambien in 2019 when my son died. I couldn't sleep. It wasn't because he died that I couldn't sleep. I was already not a sleeper, but now I couldn't sleep. Plus, my son was dead and decomposed on the morgue floor. There was a whole lot with my son dying from an asthma attack. And so they gave me Ambien, and Ambien had me to where I was kind of sleep woke. It's like I was laying down all night, but I was, even with my eyes closed, I could hear everything, and it was like I wasn't asleep. My eyes were just closed. I didn't like Ambien. Isn't a pranzalim Xanax? I've been on Xanax for anxiety. I had Xanax before. I had 0.5 milligrams. I've had it before when I was in Detroit, and then I woke up and I woke up at 6:30 to get my kids up for school. This is a whole nother story. I woke up to get my kids up for school. I was in Detroit I went to Detroit for 4 years. I didn't go to stay that long, but I stayed that long. And in my bathroom, when I get up and the first thing I do, you go to the bathroom, you pee, wash your face. I'm getting ready to get my kids up. And out of my back window is where my backyard where I park my car at. There's police everywhere. There's a coroner truck. Everything's blocking my driveway. I can't get out, but I didn't even realize all that. I just see flashing lights everywhere and a coroner truck. I find out, then I start seeing family members pull up and falling out and screaming. The girl was 25. Her boyfriend had went in her house and shot her in the head and killed her next to their newborn baby. And no part of me could get over that. Like no part of me could that was the first time in real life I heard the scream of a mother. I had never heard that scream in my life. I've seen it on TV, but to hear it in real life from people that I knew, it did something to me. When I tell y'all, I had to go down that street to take my kids to school. I didn't go down that street no more the whole time I was in Detroit. I couldn't. But anyway, my daughter got up. The daughter that didn't go to school was getting ready to go to work. And I said, how can you go to work and there's a dead body? They just brought this girl's dead body out and it's police everywhere. The news people were out here. Her family is screaming. And she said, Ma, it's like a scary movie and it's over. It's like a bad movie and the movie's over. And I remember just looking like, I'm watching her get up and put her makeup on and get ready to go to work like nothing happened. So it made me think like, what is the difference in you and me? The fact that I can't get over what I just saw. Anyway, I still don't know the difference, but I ended up after 3, 4 days, I still couldn't get over it. I couldn't get over it. I couldn't get it, just kept replaying in my mind. I couldn't stay in the house by myself. It affected me really bad. So I ended up going to the doctor and I was telling her what happened. And she said, Kimberly, normally I would tell you to relax. I would tell you to pray. She said, but it sounds like this has been 3 or 4 days ago, and it sounds like you've done all you can do. So I'm going to give you some medication. And what she gave me was 0.5 milligrams of Xanax. And she told me to take them 3 times a day, every day for 3 days. And then after the 3 days, to just take them once a day or as I needed it for anxiety. But that was my first experience with Xanax. I was probably like 41 or something like that. It was 2000. No, this was 2004. This was the year I was like, look, I'm out of Detroit. I got to go. I can't stay here no more. But I never understood there are people that can just move on with their life no matter what happens. And I've never been that person. So sorry. So sorry. May his soul rest in peace. It's terrible sleep aid. It makes people keep walking. It makes people sleepwalking. I had bad reactions, hallucinations, and feeling like our body feeling got. Was that which was that Ambien? Xanax. Xanax is good. It dries up all your tears in times of death. They didn't give it to me for my son's death. They didn't give it to me. I didn't go to the doctor for my son's death. I just kind of went numb. And I don't know. I just went numb. And I remember my friend took me, oh, here goes some weed again. My friend took me to a weed store. She had a marijuana card. And she said, Kim, you need some cannabis. No, what did she call it? I don't remember what she called it. It started with a C, but I don't think it was cannabis. Something else. CB oil or something like that. She said, Kim, you whatever it is, she said you need some of that. So she took me to the weed store and she explained to the lady that my son had passed away and I was a little stressed or sad or whatever the case was. And the lady gave me she gave me a thing like this and you just blow on it and suck the weed out or whatever it was. But and it did relax me. Not only did it relax me, it took away my knee pain. And I was able to take it on the plane and take it back home because it was legal to fly it back and forth or whatever the case. But yeah, those was my little experiences with marijuana and Xanax. I used to work at Extended Stay America and found a dead body. I tried to tell my manager that the guy always came and paid early and I didn't see him. 1 week he was dead. It took me, oh my God. People go through so much in life. You see, this lady's at work and saw a dead body. Just people go through so many things in life. That's why you need to treat people. You treat people good because you don't know what a person is going through in life. You don't know what a person has been through in life. When you picking and poking at people. And here's the thing, when you see a person that is angry or bitter or mentally, whatever is wrong with them, something made them that way. Life made them that way. It could have been a person, it could have been one man that changed how a woman see men the rest of her life. It could be one woman that changed a man forever, or anything. Just don't bother people. Just don't do it. Just this lady was at work and saw a dead body. Unbelievable. They gave me Xanax when I had an anxiety attack from my mother deciding to go to Nambia, Africa. Barbara, I was grown and had a meltdown over my mother volunteering. Okay, let me just hold on. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone. Would you please drop the comments where the pen can be purchased? So I have lost my eldest son 5 years. I don't. We were in Vegas and it was a weed store. That's all I know. I'm sorry to hear that, but we were in Vegas. When my son passed away, my friend called me. She said, "Kim, please get on the plane and come to Vegas." She said, "Because I know you're sitting." She said, "I know you, and I know you're sitting there all alone, just thinking. I know you." She says, "So get on the plane and come to Vegas and spend some time with me. Bring your roller skates." California skating rinks were, no, they weren't closed. Our skating rink was closed. She said, "Bring your roller skates, come to Vegas, skate, sit, relax, smoke, drink your coffee, and just get away." And I thought about it for a couple hours, packed one backpack, the same backpack I've been traveling with for years, packed one backpack, my roller skates, and I got on the plane and went to Vegas. And so I don't know the name of the store. I don't even remember the. I think it was called CB oil. It was in a pen, but I'm not even sure if it was CB oil. I was just told it wasn't weed. Hold on. Would you please drop the comments with? Yeah, I'm so sorry to hear that, Shani. I never knew. I was never able to say, when people lose their son. I was never able to say that. I know how you, I understand your loss. I know how you feel, because I could never say that. I could never say I understand your loss of your mother. I know how you feel because my mother is still here. I'm sorry to hear about your son. CB oil is cannabis oil in a pen. CBD. Okay, I think that's what it was, Barbara. Damn, Barbara, you know a lot. Like my friend, they have the weed vape pens all over in smoke shops. Yes, it was a pen. It looked like this, and you pull it. Okay, this is another story, y'all. When Latif come back, I'm gonna get off live because this live is too long to be uploading. This might be too much information, but I forgot about this time. I forgot about my other weed smoke situation. I had more weed smoking situations than I can remember. Now I remember the same one when my son died. My friend told me, "Kim, hit the weed, because you won't sleep. You take an Ambien and you do it. You just up. You won't sleep." And I told her, like, "I can't sleep. I'm okay, but I can't sleep." I was just up all night drinking. I was up all night making coffee because I was up. I was just making coffee and going outside in Vegas to smoke a cigarette and just up. When I tell y'all I hit the weed, she said, "Hit it light, Kim." So I hit it. I hit it light. And she said, "You got to hit it a little harder than that. Just don't hit it real hard." When I tell y'all I hit that weed a little harder, listen to me, y'all. This is a true story in the name of Allah. I hit the weed. I coughed so much. As God is my witness, too much information. I coughed so much I peed on myself. I could not stop coughing. Only thing I thanked God for is I was in the house. I was able to get up, jump in the shower, and put on some fresh clothes. That was the last time I put a blunt in my mouth. It was a blunt. It wasn't even a joint or nothing. It was a blunt. I can't do weed. I'm telling y'all, it ain't for me. I wish it was, but it's not. I can't do it. I tried it. I tried it. In emergency situations, I have tried it. You are so right, Miss Kim. Everyone struggles with something or will struggle with something. May you all find peace and strength throughout this journey. This live was good. Bye, good everyone. Good night, Nicole. Thanks for coming in. I'm gonna end it when Latif comes back. I bought a peach flavor vape pen with zero nicotine. Oh, I didn't know vape pens had nicotine. Thank you, Fatima. Yes, choker smoke. I don't know what it was called, girl, but it I thank God I wasn't at a bus stop, standing at a bus stop sucking on a lollipop because while I'm smoking this weed, because I literally peed on myself just from the coughing alone. Oh no, I couldn't. Nope, we won't be doing that. That's the effects you want. I know. I saw that movie. What is that movie called? Where they remade the movie? Uh, it's a movie where they remade different scenes from a movie. And the boy hit the weed and he was coughing and started slobbing and fell out the chair. And they was like, damn, nigga, give us some of that shit. Like they wanted the weed, even though the boy almost coughed to death. Barbara said that's the effects you want. That was some good weed. I have nicotine, but I'm not a cigarette smoker, so I get old nicotine. I tried the hookah when I was 2010. Like there's times in my life that I just don't want to smoke anymore. I just get tired of smoking. I don't want to do it. But smoking is an addiction. It is something that controls me and it soothes me. But I tried to stop smoking cigarettes and smoke the hookah, and I just couldn't get down. I didn't like the hookah. I couldn't take it everywhere I went like a cigarette, and it came in all these flavors and stuff, and it just wasn't for me. It made me feel high. It was just a weird situation for me, so I didn't like the hookah. It's called it wasn't Friday. It was a remake of a bunch of different movies. It was one, the Wayans brothers is in it. He's the one that was in the chair smoking the weed, I think. They got Scream and they remade Scream. It's one movie where they remade a bunch of little movies, I think. It's 10:15 p.m. in Ghana. It could have been Scary Movie. Yes, 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 yes. I think that was it. I believe that was it. Scary Movie. Thank you, Lisa. I didn't even know you was in the room, Lisa. Welcome. Thanks for coming. It don't be a menace. Is it? It don't be a menace. I don't know. They had Scary Movie in it. Um, I don't know the name of it. I thought it was Scary Movie. It's Don't Be a Menace. Hold on. Not Don't Be a Menace to Not Be a Menace to Society. It was some movie. Anyway, y'all know the movie. They had a bunch of movies in one movie. It was all black people making fun of other movies. Don't drink your juice in the hood or something like that. I ain't gonna never figure out the name of it. Don't drink your juice in the hood. Somebody gonna come up with the name of that movie. Thank you, Michelle, for coming in. I appreciate you. Don't be a menace to the hood. Don't be a menace to society. It's something like that. Don't be a menace. Now I gotta Google it. I'm gonna have to Google that movie. Good exercise, y'all, for my mind and body, spirit. Love y'all with the love of Almighty. Love you too, Shani. Thanks for coming in. Don't be a menace while drinking your juice in the hood. We done got 5 names to that movie. Anyway, that was a good movie, but he coughed and coughed till he almost died, and they thought that was the best weed in the world. Laughing out loud. Movie is called "Don't Be a Menace in the Hood" while drinking in South Central LA. I think that's the fifth name we got. Don't be a menace to society while drinking juice in the hood. Okay, well that movie and the boy, the scene where he was smoking weed. Laughing out loud, something like that. Yeah, we getting close to it. I think we got it. That's it, Nicole. Somebody said that's it, Nicole. Yeah, y'all keep me company till Latif come back. Then I'm gonna end this live. It's been a good live. I like good lives. I like when the conversation is going. TikTok is acting up. It's 10:18. I usually have 11 o'clock music session on TikTok, but I might get off here and just try to relax. I don't know. If I can't relax, I'll probably do my either I'll do my midnight music session or let Latif do his. Kim, you've got 90 in the chat. The more the merrier, and the liquor. The more the merrier, and the longer you're live, the more. Yeah, thank you, Barbara. It was 90. I think the last I looked, it was 96 people. It's 86 now. That's good. Thank you, Melanie. Y'all hang out with me just a few more minutes. Latif should be back. He just went right to the little, it's a store, it's a little village right here that got like roadside stores where he went. But we don't have to buy water no more. Once we leave here in the morning, we don't have to worry about buying. Well, we have to buy drinking water, but we won't have to be buying water to wash our hands and all that crazy stuff because the water in the hotel, to my knowledge, it never went off. I stayed there over a month, and the water never went off there. The lights go off like a couple hours, but that was before they started this light stuff. But even with the lights off there, I'd rather be there. They're cool people. They treated us so well over there. They have everything. Like I said, we had a bathtub, king size bed, hot waters, air conditioning, fan, refrigerator, little two table with two chairs. We had everything we needed over there. And I mean, for the and now we move in the house and we got the same thing. We only get to live in two rooms. We get to use the living room and one bedroom. And we gave this man, we could have paid the money we gave this man, we could have paid her for a whole year and been comfortable. But I thought, we had already lived on the farm. And I was like, maybe if we move in the house, I'll feel better. We get back in the house. We lived on the farm. We did that. It didn't work out. I didn't like it. So let me try to find a house just to find this house. And I fell in love with this house. I'm telling y'all, I fell in love with the house, the land, and everything. And then he offered to sell us this land. I probably told y'all this is a 4-bedroom, 4-bathroom house. I love it. It has a 3-bedroom, 3-bathroom house, a studio apartment, 4 fishing ponds, an acre and a half of land. And that man wants 120,000 US dollars for all of that. All of it. And willing to break it down in 4 payments. But like I told him, I don't have that kind of money. And I don't want to get into making payments with you and something happens and I don't make payments. I don't make car notes. The cars I've owned is cars that I could afford to pay for. I taught my children, don't get into no car note. Don't try to drive the latest car like the neighbor, unless that's the person you gonna be. That wasn't me. Whatever car I could afford, that's what I drove. I don't like car notes. I don't want to be paying every month on no furniture bill and none of that stuff. So I don't want to get into a contract with him and be paying him the first payment and the second payment. And what happens if something happens and I can't pay you the third payment? I don't want to do that. Do you play Afro beats? No, I played 70s and 80s, and then I'll play 80s and 90s. I announce what I'm playing, but I don't play Afro beats. My husband plays African and American music on his live. But on my live, I usually play because of my crowd. My crowd is older people, so I usually play 70s, usually 70s music. A lot of Barry White, Aretha Franklin, Betty Wright, Millie Jackson, things like that, Smokey Robinson. If I look like this a different crowd, then I'll move the playlist up to probably the 80s or the 90s. So I try to kind of cater to who's in the room. Yeah, but trust me, if I had 120,000 US dollars, I'd give it to him right now. I wouldn't hesitate. Because I come from California. You can't buy a house for $120,000. I don't you maybe somewhere in California, Bakersfield or Fresno or somewhere like that. But I don't know nowhere you can buy a 4 bedroom, 4 bathroom house for $120,000, let alone there's two houses on this land, one studio, four fishing ponds, and this is an acre and a half of land. And if y'all seen me walk through the land, it's beautiful. The landscaping is beautiful. That's what we play, Carol. Yes, I've always said that, and thank God I've always been able to straight out buy a car. Yeah, me too, Lisa. I don't like making payments every month. Only thing I have to pay every month in the US, every single month in the US, is my phone bill and my PG&E company light bill. You can't never get rid of them unless you just totally go off grid or do some solar panel stuff. I know that's right, Kim. My 1 bedroom apartment condo is 230,000. I believe you. That's a condo. That's not your place sitting alone on an acre and a half of land. You get it? That's a condo, man. That's a condo. Well, God bless. And yes, I did ask God for the money. I sure did. And it's hard for me to ask God for. I'm a person that it's hard for me to ask God for things for me. I can ask for other people, but I thank God more than I ask Him because I don't really know how to ask God for stuff except like health and strength and safety. I've never in my life asked God for a new car or a 5 bedroom house. I've never asked God for things like that. Nope, not even in Fresno, Cali is ridiculous. Right, Zaya. 230,000. So as I was saying, I get this man 120. As raggedy as his house is, it's because he hasn't taken care of it. He built it as an Airbnb for Black Americans, which is why it looks like an American house. And when that didn't work out 14 years ago, he just let it sit and didn't do nothing with it. I think Latif is back. I hear the gate opening. I want a dog, y'all. I just wish I had a dog that would bark and let me know. A dog that would jump up on the couch. Yep, my dog is allowed on the couch if I had one here. Latif told me when you hear things and hear people, you don't say nothing until you hear you don't say nothing. So I'm waiting to hear if it's him. Like here, if somebody knock on the door, I used to be like, "Who is it?" And Latif would say, and I said, "What? Somebody's knocking on the door." He said, "Hajia, when people knock on the door, don't say nothing. First, hear their voice, because it could be a spirit." This is in Africa, though. This is what they believe. Or somebody call your name. Somebody call my husband's name right now. He won't respond unless they come and show their face. He said because it could be a spirit. You don't do that in Africa. That's what he told me. As it's a little apartment with property taxes and $500 a month condo fees. I know those house association type fees. Husband,
Yeah.
I was waiting to hear your voice. Hold on, y'all. My husband's back.
Yeah. This is a good one.
Okay, don't worry. Whew, okay, y'all. We're gonna go ahead and end this live. My husband's back now. I love y'all. I want to thank y'all for all the likes, the shares, the comments, the gifts, the Zelles, the cash apps, the super stickers and super chats. And I want to thank you mostly for the love and support. This has been like a therapy session. Like we've been talking about everything, and it was a good live. So I'm going to go ahead and end this live. And I will see y'all for the next live. Hopefully, I wake up in the morning and do my morning meditation session. And all I do is put the camera outside and let y'all listen to the sounds of nature. And I'm usually not on. If I don't respond to you, it's because I'm usually not on the screen. I will. You gonna show your nakedness? The Muslim lady left, so you can show your nakedness now.
She's so well covered.
um, So I'm usually not on the screen. I'll put the camera outside and then I'll come back in the house. Sometimes I'll even lay down or I'll be sitting in here drinking coffee while the camera's outside. So good night. Would you still buy that? Heck yeah, Barbara, I still buy this house. I would buy it, it'll be mine. I would negotiate because I know the house, I would negotiate. So his $120,000, we would start negotiating from there because I know the house has it needs a lot of work, but I would definitely buy it.
But we can fix it. We can fix that nonsense things that all he's doing, and then we'll feel free here, and then we will not bother him. He will not bother we. But
right.
we are if we continuously putting everything on him, he will seem to be like we are putting his house problem to his hand, and then we are living inside the house and whatever. Meanwhile, that's the right thing. But Ghanaians don't follow instructions.
Mm-hmm.
They don't follow law.
Mm-hmm.
There's no law in Ghana. That is why that is why Ghanaians are always we are just always falling into some kind of things that we don't understand.
Mm-hmm.
The house is nice, but the thing that around the house is not nice.
Right.
We can make it nice and feel comfortable here. How much would that this be? But he don't want to do it. He want to punish me.
Did they say how much it costs?
How much it costs? It will not reach 500 cedi or 300 cedi. That the fuse blown. It will not reach that to 500 cedi. I'm telling you, it will not reach. Fuse is a fuse keke blow. But he don't want to take his 200 cedi or 300 cedi and buy it and fix it, and it will be like something that he is using for us. Meanwhile, you buy it is for you. You didn't buy it for you.
Mm-hmm. Just true. It's your house.
It's your house. If we are living out, you are not taking your nothing outside. We are not taking nothing along.
Thank you, Miriam.
We leave your house for you.
I don't have nothing to negotiate with him right now, Barbara. He's starting at 120,000. So I will, if I have money, I'm definitely going to negotiate. I'm not going to give him 120,000. It's very negotiable because I know the house. I know 3 of the rooms, the roofs are leaking. I know the kitchen sink doesn't work. I know that the studio apartment can never be rented because the whole roof is caved in, completely done.
Today I go and climb the store building and look through this our roofing. A roof ugly. It was old zinc. I don't know how he got it and let they take it and roof it. It's not fresh zinc.
He covered it. Just that's why when we first moved in here, those 2 rooms as covered with that wallpaper, I said he covered it up to hide these rooms are leaking.
Zinc, the roofing zinc, the main zinc he used. It's supposed to use roofing. It's not special zinc. He just manage some zincs and use manage the roofing to be roofed.
But yes, to get back to the question, we definitely would negotiate. I don't negotiate now because I don't have money to negotiate with. So yeah, oh heck yeah, I would negotiate. I would love this property. What I would do for sure is I wouldn't keep the 4 fishing ponds. I don't know the purpose of him even putting them back there. There's no water in 4 of them. One of them has like just enough water to cover your foot, but there's fish trying to live in that little bit of water. I don't know why he put the fishing ponds back there. I would definitely fill those with cement or something.
He's trying to do aquaculture. That is why he's doing that. But he's not ready for it. But he just creates stages in aquaculture. A house, you have a house and you have a fish pond inside, like a swimming pool. And that's what he's trying to do.
Okay, good night, everybody. I love you all. Oh, we've been here over 3 hours.
YouTube is very sweet. It's sweet more than TikTok.
I'm gonna make me some coffee, y'all. I'm gonna make it's 10:32. I'm getting ready to make some coffee, go outside, light the mosquito coil, and listen to the crickets and owls and whatever frogs. It's all kind of noises, all kind of nature sounds out there. And I love you all, and I will see you in the morning. Whatever time I wake up in the morning, I will go live on YouTube for our morning meditation. I love you all. Stay blessed. Hey, True Serum. Yeah, you missed it. True Serum. How do you know Steve? You mentioned knowing Steve. We didn't discuss it that much because I didn't really want to. You was asking me about, you was talking about a man named Steve that runs a Cebu in Ghana. No, not K and K. We was talking about K and K, and then we was talking about oh, Alita. Alita. Somebody on here was talking about Alita, and you brought up Steve, who was running a Cebu. Was that not you? Okay, I need to find out who that person was. I need to find out who that person was. Do you know about the Cebu that was the place they're building where all the black people live in Ghana? Kim, why don't commercials run during your lives? Uh, people say commercials run through them. I don't know. Oh, through my live. I don't know. I don't know. People have lives and the commercials come through. It could be that I'm new. I don't know. I just got monetized on. I've been monetized on TikTok and Facebook. I just got monetized on YouTube about a month ago. I just woke up one day and they said, "Congratulations, welcome to the YouTube Partner Program." And so, and I completed everything except I have to wait on them to send me a pen in the mail before they send my first paycheck. So right now, my money's just kind of adding up. No, actually, this was March. No, they owe me for March and April. They owe me for February, March, and April. But I'm waiting on them to send a pen in the mail. Yeah, I didn't know. I don't know if commercials. I don't go on people's lives. Like I said, I just been on two people's lives to kind of see how they work because after they made me a partner, I wanted to. All I do is study YouTube now. All I do is study YouTube. You have enough subscribers to get paid. You think you have it to put in the settings? Oh, I get paid. I can see my paychecks as soon as I get off here. But YouTube pays once a month, but they're not going to send out my paycheck. I had to send them my passport, my bank, my credit union information, and now I have to wait on them to send me a PIN. But on my videos, there's ads on my videos. That's what pays me. It shows me what ads pay which amount of money. But I didn't know that they put ads in the middle of lives. I didn't know that. Hey, Latifa. Yeah. Barbara, do you know about YouTube? I might need your help one day. If I need your help
Queen,
one day.
they call her Queen Latifah.
Who calls who Queen Latifah?
No, the name of Latifah
Oh,
comes
Latifah. Yeah,
comes
we
with
do have a
Queen.
Queen Latifah.
Queen
We
Latifah.
do have a Queen Latifah. She's a rapper. She's an actress and a rapper,
Mm.
and she could probably beat boys up and stuff too. She's like a tough girl. She's really pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is twinning. Twinning is Latifah. She's on here.
Oh, I was to ask you about somebody said his name is Latifah.
That's twinning.
That's three
Remember, I
names.
said her name is your female name. Oh, I told y'all these TikTok and YouTube and Cash App and Zelle names and Instagram names is all different.
So this is Twinning Love.
I'm gonna look into that, Barbara, because like I said, I do study YouTube. I have a notebook and everything. I got a planner. I got a US planner because you can't find them in Ghana. Not where I live at. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all go. Latifa, you missed the live. We've been on here for 3 hours, 15 minutes, and 31 seconds. I'm feeling great tonight. I'm feeling great. It was a great live. I'm moving out of my house tomorrow. I'll tell you that story tomorrow. I'm happy I can comfortably move out of this house tomorrow. And I'm not giving up the key, but we're leaving. We've been 4 days with no water. And like I said, that's another story. I'll tell you that story tomorrow. But I love y'all. Stay blessed. And thank you all for everything. And like I said, mostly for the love and the support. This was a great, great, great live. Everybody have a good night.